voice meter settings were off from the last time I streamed with Obsidian and everybody. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So I just started the stream back up. So we're going to see if that's fixed it for stream. Give me just a sec, guys. Let me get logged back into game. Yeah, if you guys can refresh the stream. Oh yeah, I mean, you know, like the only thing you really need is some AX weapons. So you would just need to find a base where you could buy those. That said, you know, like, I mean, you could certainly have some fun pew in with us, right? Even if you didn't have anti-Thargoid stuff. Incoming message. Okay. So can you guys re-invite me to the wing real fast? And now let's see. I bet I'm coming through doubled. Okay, you can hear me. Discord, say something for me. Okay, so Discord's not coming. Okay, say something now, Discord. Okay, and can somebody confirm for me that Discord audio is coming through and that I'm coming through? But I think I'm coming through duplicated right now. Let's fly out. Okay, perfect. There we go. And that's that. And now I think game audio is coming through. Well, my shield just went down. That's a good way to attack. Okay, there we go, everybody. I am sorry about that. About that, everyone. If everyone now can confirm you're hearing my audio, you're hearing Discord audio, and you're hearing game audio, and no cracking. Hey, sweet. At least we fixed everything then. All right, well, let's go back to it. Let me get the rest of this thing scanned.
Sonar, game audio.
Okay, perfect.
That sounds good now.
Okay, good. Well, hey, at least we had a positive outcome there. In fact, I'm going to turn off my wave scanner so you guys don't have to listen to that. By the way, there's a quick little tip. One of the things I'll do if I'm driving around on a planet just kind of for fun, I turn off my my wave scanner just because, you know, if I'm not searching for stuff, I don't want to have to listen to that thing, right? So if you just go into your modules and just turn the wave scanner off, it gets rid of that sound. So there we go. All right, and I think I've got one more of these I'm missing.
So where did you say I could go to get some AX weapons?
Merope, MEROPE, I think.
Yeah, it's got an E on the end of it. Yep, that is right. Merope.
Merope.
Okay. Another little pro tip, guys, is a lot of times when you're on planets in the SRV, it can be a really cool thing to jump into the external camera because you can use that to fly above the location to see stuff in a bird's eye view a lot easier. Okay, so the others are over here. Got that one. There's 4 of them. So once I get these, I'll mute my mic for a second and mute Discord, and we'll all just listen to what Jameson has to say. All right. Oh, GamerX, that sucks, man. Yeah, I definitely know feelings like that for sure. I'm actually in my alt account / actually Metzis's account. I'm jumping towards Sag A right now, and I at some point along the trip I must have bumped a ship leaving a station, got 100 credit or 50 credit fine, and now I can't use repair and refuel or repair and restock at any station anywhere out there. Like there's a bunch of Colonia faction stations that are along the way to Sag A, and I can't use repair or restock at any of those because I'm a criminal with a 50 credit bounty, which is absurd, right? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and ask Discord. You know what? I'll just deafen myself in Discord here for a second, and I'll go ahead and play the logs for everybody. So here we go.
Hey there, kiddo. Now, I know I said I'd be coming home soon, but they've asked me to do something important. And couldn't say no. I wanted to be there, believe me, but sometimes you have to make sacrifices. And, well, this is one of those times. I don't know if that makes much sense to you, but maybe it will do when you're older. Anyway, I thought I'd send you this log. I know it's not the same as being there in person, but it's the best I could do. I'm sorry. I'm not really supposed to talk about my mission, but if I'm going to miss your birthday, the least I can do is give you a good story. Consider yourself sworn to secrecy, soldier, okay? I'm sitting in the cockpit, waiting for the old clear. They want to tinker with her for a while first, but they don't seem to have done any harm. All systems online, everything's looking good. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't feeling just a little jittery. You know, I've fought bugs before, sure, but never more than one at a time. Flying up to one of their high shifts, well, that's a whole different story. Hell, I don't even know what I'm carrying. Classified, they said. All I know is it's designed to target the bug's hyperdrive so they won't be able to leave the system. Of course, if it doesn't work, I'm just kicking the hornet's nest. That's why I've set my nav system to jump out as soon as I've deployed the payload. You know, can't be too careful. Wish me luck. That was almost too easy. Thread my way past the perimeter, mask my heat signature so I get close to the superstructure. I tell you, I've never seen a hive ship up close before. Doubt many people have. It was amazing, kiddo. Beautiful, really. Makes you realize just how smart they are, how advanced. I admit it. I hesitated for a moment before I hit the button. I had to remind myself it wasn't them I was attacking, just their technology. As if this microid virus of theirs even works. Oh, man. I watched the payload rocket into the belly of their ship and stuck around just long enough to make sure it hit home. Then I punched the throttle. Whoa! Whew. I'm coming home, kiddo. I'm coming home. Supposed to target the hyperdrives. That's what they told me, just the hyperdrives, so we'd be safe again. So we could live without fear. Well, it did a hell of a lot more than that. There were sensors on the payload so I could monitor the reaction and make sure it activated properly. I'm staring at the data now. The weapon is lethal. They knew what it could do. They knew what it could do, and they used it anyway. How many have we killed? Thousands? Millions? God forgive us. Got myself a bit of a situation here, kiddo. My guess is that they installed a program in my ship and set it to trigger after I deployed the payload. All my systems are dead. The controls are out. Can't even access the escape pod. And the ship is on a collision course. And there is nothing I can do about it. We need to inspect your ship, Commander. How did I fall for a ruse like that? Oh, God. Oh, I'm at least partly to blame. Gotten old, careless. I should have quit years ago. I guess I should have known they wouldn't want me coming back. And the bugs are dangerous, no doubt about it. But, Well, this is mass murder we're talking about. You can understand why they want to keep it a secret. I know some men wouldn't want to admit they've killed thousands of sentient beings. I guess the guys back at base think they're doing me a favor by burying me out here in the black. Personally, I'd rather people knew what happened, even if I didn't come out of it looking too good. I don't have much time. There's a big old plant in my viewport, and it's getting bigger every second. People will talk about what I did after I'm gone, the missions I flew, the things I accomplished. There's something I want you to remember. No matter what they say, whatever garlands they hang on my name, whatever they write in my tombstone, you were my greatest achievement. I love you, son.
All right. Well, since we had a little audio problem, let's make sure that it's still working for everybody. Discord, can you guys give a shout out for me?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, AVC.
Certainly looks like it from my meters that's working. So stream, just give me a yell if you guys aren't hearing them for some reason. But otherwise, okay, good. Otherwise, like I said, we'll just keep going. But yeah, so for those that haven't heard it, I think that's one of the better ones. I think a little bit of it's a little cheesy, little 80s-ish, but again, it gives you a little bit, or a lot bit of the story, where, we know now Commander Jameson was involved in the original, attack on the Thargoids and the mycoid virus that Aegis, if everybody knows that's the base, we also could look and see if one of the Aegis bases is nearby. So Aegis is the group that developed the mycoid virus. And for those that don't know, if you've ever been down to, interrupt.
Just to interject a little bit.
Yeah, please.
The original group that created the mycoid virus is actually INRA.
Excuse me,
is the original.
That's right. That's what I meant to say. Continue that.
Yes.
Yeah.
The original organization that was an intergalactic power that was created both by the Federation and Empire, and coming together to fight against the Thargoid threat was named INRA. It was the Intergalactic Naval Combined Arms, something like that.
Yeah,
but
something like that.
Reserved arm, I think, something like that. But yeah, so they're just meant to be anti-Thargoid organization, and that they were developing and studying Thargoid technology. And yes, there are, I believe, 10 INRA bases around this area. And the Jameson's crash site was found, I believe, after that we discovered many of the INRA bases. And in these INRA bases, what originally was meant to be studying Thargoid technology to make our lives better and understand them better, turned out that a junior researcher who was an agricultural scientist, discovered basically a fungus pesticide that can disrupt Thargoid technology and their physiology by simply deploying the fungus virus, which is now known as the mycoid virus. In fact, you can see over here near the ship's crash site behind it, there are chemical wastes that are around here, and then there are oddly colored spots on the ground. It is my belief that those coloration match the leakage you can find in the other INRA bases that are surrounding the area. And in these INRA bases, obviously the first discovery was the fungus known as mycoid works against the Thargoids. And then the mass production of them. There are other tests or other experiments that were conducted, such as their studying of their wormhole technology. In fact, according to lore, our current FSC or frameshift drive derived from some kind of Thargoid technology as well, which kind of makes sense that we get hyperdicted a lot. But back on topic, the wormhole development was a prototype that the original researcher did not approve a testing of, but was rushed ahead by INRA anyway. And a test pilot who went in the wormhole that was stabilized, but no one knows what happened, came out pretty much turned inside out. And INRA tried to pin it on the scientists that originally worked on it, who objected to the human testing of testing the wormhole. There are other experiments such as holding grounds, which is basically like caging the Thargoid specimen and basically tearing them apart with cranes, which cannot be pleasant, I'm sure. And then finally, after various different kinds of experiments and different kinds of testing were done, the microvirus was finalized and deployed with with Jameson's help, which he was not aware, as you can tell from the audio log, that it was lethal. He thought that it would only disable the Thargoids, but to his surprise, the payload was supposed to kill him in the first place. But as a skilled and legendary pilot that he was able to get out of Dodge. However, they rigged his FSD and aimed him at a planet, even after the fact. And yeah, all evidence were erased at the time until now that we discovered all these information. In fact, the recent news that's been happening and circulated around Galnet has been pointing to the fact that this organization known as the League of Reparation has been striking retribution against people with ancestry that are affiliated with INRA. And there are obviously also current speculations that whether or not Aegis is just the second coming of another nightmare that INRA brought about. Therefore, yeah, we're somewhat in the dark with the discovery of Guardian site and whatnot. We're finding out more and more about Thargoid behavior and more about ourselves, humans' history that were somewhat buried in the time and now discovered after the fact.
Yeah, Gluttony, that was great. Thank you for sharing all that. I didn't know every bit of that. I knew a good part of that, especially one little lore thing that I've always liked. For those that don't know, if you know the term witch space, right? So witch space is hyperspace, right? And the reason it's called witch space was early on when that technology was developed. If I remember right, correct me if I'm wrong if you know differently, Gluttony, but early hyperdrive technology had a much longer jump range, but it was very unreliable. And it was called witch space because of all the weird stuff you see in it, and because people would jump and never be seen again. And so the idea was that they would get lost in, the witches would get them, or, they would get gone because of that. Also, for those that don't know, part of the technology for the jump drives that stations use and the capital ships, right? So for those that have seen a capital ship, when they warp in, you hear the capital class signature detected, and that's because their jump drives are different than what we use. And for those that don't know, Colonia, Jacques' station that's out in Colonia, the reason it got out there was it was actually scheduled to jump to Beagle Point. It got UA bombed by players way back, several years ago when it was going to make its jump. And when it jumped, because of all the UAs in the station, are now Thargoid probes, or Thargoid sensors rather, it disappeared. It got lost because it accidentally, instead of jumping to Beagle, jumped to where Colonia is now, and then was discovered, I'm not going to remember exactly, like 6 months later, something like that. And so that's kind of, how all of these different technologies tie together and tie back into the story and into the Thargoids, right? And as I said before we watched that, one of the things that I've always thought is a shame about Elite is that, and I was hoping Galnet Audio was going to kind of help with this, and I don't know about you guys, but for me it hasn't, just because I'll admit I don't use it very often either. But there's a lot of that kind of lore and stuff in the game that if this was a traditional first player game where it was kind of taking you through a campaign, you would know all these things. But because of the nature of the sandbox of Elite, a lot of players don't know this kind of stuff, right? Unless you get into it, read it in the wikis, or happen to catch it on something like this on a stream, right? I learned most of this from, if somebody maybe looks and finds it, from Drew Wager, who was writing some of the Elite books. Drew's done a lot of the lore and a lot of the history and documented a lot of it, right? So, do we have a friend here? Flyerman, okay. Is Flyerman with us, or do we have an attacker with us?
Yeah, he's shooting my ship. It's okay though. I don't mind.
Okay. hopefully he's going to be nice to us. So I was thinking, since one of the INRA bases for me is only one jump away, in 15-329, if you guys wanted to head there, we could head there and have a look at one of the INRA bases, so that everybody can see that.
Just blew up the ship.
Okay, well, that's what you get when you play an open. So I'm going to go ahead and jump. If that happens too much, Gluttony, we'll just jump into private.
Oh no, it's okay. I have way too much credit in my account to worry about that.
Same way, right? I don't really, stuff like that doesn't bother me either. Actually, I might. No, I'll just go ahead and super cruise. Who did he get? Did he get you, Matt?
No, I'm good.
Okay, cool. Well, did he kill somebody?
Yeah, he did. He killed the anaconda.
Oh, he killed you, Gluttony.
Oh, he's shooting at me now.
We'll get jumped. That's what happens when you go in open.
Oh, he's got pack hounds. Oh boy.
So Gluttony, I tell you what, I'll drop here, and because I do want to head to the other to the INRA base. Let me get into orbit, and I'll drop, and we'll just jump into my private. F-16, are you in my private? Can you send me a request for my private group?
Yeah, I'm still trying to get away from this guy.
Yeah, okay.
I just went silent running.
Okay. You're in a DBX, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let me get into orbit and get lined
Actually,
up.
I'm just gonna high wake out of here.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, I'll go ahead and high wake to the next system and just drop and switch there.
Hey, when you jump out, I send you to invite me to your private group. I want to go try to kill one of these things with that.
Oh yeah, you're welcome to, Starkiller. Send me a request for my private group, and here in a second when I approve Matt for it, I'll let you into it as well. And then, I'll say this again, anybody else that would like to join us in Discord to chat, please do. And here in just a little while, we're going to head back to the system, HR 1183, I think it was, and are going to do some Thargoid combat there, right? Matt, did you make it? I see you.
Yeah,
there you go. Okay.
Yeah, he shot out my drive, so nothing I could do.
Well, it happens. All right, so let's go into private.
Oh, sweet! I'm spawning back in Arc Space.
Oh, yeah, I mean that's assuming that's where you landed last, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, no, I don't. Fly back there. Cool.
All right, there you go. Thank you.
Yep, I sent you a request.
Okay, perfect. And so where we're going to go is, let me scan this real quick, and then private.
Are we using level 11's private group or just yours?
We'll use mine for right now, just because I don't have everybody in level 11 at the moment.
All right, I'll send you a request to join real quick.
Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Did everybody get in, or was somebody else going to send me one?
Yeah, me.
Okay. I think I just accepted yours, Matt.
There you go. I just sent it.
All right. And there's Gluttony, and there's your wing invite, Gluttony.
Got it.
I mean, if you're gonna kill somebody in stream snipe, a cutter for combat. I mean, come on, at least bring some shit that takes some skill.
No, it's okay. I mean, it's kind of, I guess I'm kind of partially to blame because I believe the person who attacked us was an old member. I think he still is a member of the code, which I've left. So
okay,
I think it might just be, he probably has some negative feelings towards me that he wanted to vent.
Oh, and you know what? Thank you for pointing it out, Hood. I had not seen it. Yes, Hood, I did just see your donation. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'll admit, I'm really bad with that kind of stuff because it's not at all why I do this. And I don't like all those, you'll notice I just have a little thing that pops up in the corner, really small for that stuff because I can't stand all those big, hey, I don't know, it just bugs me. I don't like that stuff. So, but I do need to set up something that does yell at me a lot more so I know when people do donate, because that is incredibly generous. So thank you very much, Hood. I greatly appreciate it.
So does anybody have another base? Because this base is all jacked up and they have no weapons or anything.
So if you need, so we're gonna hunt Thargoids out of arcs. What is it again?
HR 1183.
Yeah, that's the system. I don't. When I looked to see where the closest place that sold AX stuff, it was like 180 light years away. So there's nothing like right there that sells it.
Around HR 1183, I think there are AX stuff, but there's obviously no Guardian stuff.
Well, I got Guardian, but I need some AX stuff, I guess, or I'm gonna die.
Well, yeah. So I mean, AX stuff. The closest I saw was like 200 light years away from
No,
there.
no, there should be close.
Is there?
Definitely
Okay,
closer.
okay. That was when I just did a quick check. I thought I just did a quick check on EDDB earlier, but I definitely could be wrong. I just don't.
Yeah, you can use Merope, or as you put it, Merope.
Yeah, and I pretty
yeah.
much say Merope just because it's because that's how it's spelled, right?
Yeah, I'm at Merope, and the station is under construction. There's like nothing.
You'll need to go to a planetary base. Go to.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember the name of the Darnell's Keep is in Maya. I can't remember the name of the planetary base. Let's see. It's
Hey X, can you accept my private group?
Yes, give me just a second. I sure can. I'm going to put in where we're heading right now. So it's planet 3C. It's negative 62.6 by negative 44.2. There we go. Okay, hold on a second here. Whoops. There we go, and there we go. Okay, cool. That should be, if there's anybody else that I missed, give a shout. So I thought with that conversation, with that explanation of INRA and all of that, we would head to one of the mycoid bases, one of the INRA bases, just because I think they're pretty cool. Negative 62 by negative 44. That's more for me than anything, Gluttony.
It's okay, I'll probably need that. I'm not sure if I personally visited the base or scanned it before.
I can't remember. Okay, yeah, these do show up. Okay, good. It's weird. It shows up as Stewart Retreat for me.
Yes, they individually have.
They did
specific
name them?
names.
Okay. Well, I guess I've only been here once, and so the first time I was here, it obviously I didn't pay attention to what the name was, right?
Right, I didn't either.
Oh, it's no big deal, BG Corp. It's just what happens. Part of the game, right? The way I look at it is, for stuff like that, for, getting sniped or whatever, getting killed, I chose to play an open, and if you choose to play an open, you choose to potentially deal with those kind of threats, and, it happens, right? Sadly, I am kind of bummed that of the three of us that escaped, I was the only one that escaped, right? Because, like... if anybody would get killed, I would have hoped it would have been me.
No, like I said, he was a member. I think he still is a member of the code.
Yeah.
So there's bad blood there. Nothing you can do about it.
Well, I'll stay out of my opinions of various player groups at the moment. Then.
I don't blame you.
So, quick question: anybody bringing an AX Taipan with them?
No, because I'm either going to be in my Imperial Eagle or my Chieftain. So
I can get my cutter out, and I think it has AX fighter on there.
All right. Well, I'm willing to join if you're willing to multi-crew. I'm a few thousand light years into my Palin run, so can't really bring my own ship out.
Nice.
Multi-crew does ruin instancing to a degree.
It does.
But
And the
problem.
The problem with it too is, and I bitch about this a lot, is since we can't mix wing and multi-crew, right? It makes it so difficult to use the two together, right?
Yeah.
So,
I
okay,
guess
so
you'd almost have to do that Axie trick, eh?
well, you have to drop in, get everybody in, then break wing, and then crew up, and it's just, we can try it, but it's generally, my experience is it's a pain in the ass, right?
I think Gluttony knows what I was referencing.
Oh yeah, definitely. The last time I had to do a jumble like that was, oh god, when was the last time I actually PvP'd?
I was just thinking of the Medusa Instagib.
Oh yes, I remember. That was hosted by. Yes, I actually could not participate. I was out that weekend, but one of my officers or staff was able to take care of it. It was a very
So you
impressive feat.
didn't see the trick though, then, eh?
It was,
That they
you
used
mean
the
anchor
trick
wing?
to the trick to override the instancing.
Oh, I think that was derived by Harry Potter, I think.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah, there's a
I'm,
way to force the instance that you land in. It's not easy.
yeah, I will have to ask him for detail. I just know how to shoot a Thargoid. Everything else I'm not that good at.
Okay. No, I thought you were there for it.
So let's
Wish I
get
was,
that
wish I
done.
was.
And so for those that, those that are kind of joining now and stuff, where we are now is this is just was one of the closest INRA bases. There's 6 of them or 8 of them. Do you remember, Gluttony?
There are 10, I believe.
There's 10.
If I
Okay,
remember correctly.
gotcha. And BG, I'm sure it either was an anarchy system or this is an anarchy system. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely an anarchy system. I'm sure that last system was as well. Yeah, so again, we're in anarchy space, in open, broadcasting our location on the net. It's shit's gonna happen, right?
Or asking for it.
Yeah,
One more
right.
way to get yourself killed.
Exactly, right. Again, I don't get too upset about that kind of stuff. Let me see where I'm going to crank my gamma up for a little bit here, guys, just so it's a little easier to see everything.
X, is this Dave's Hope?
No, this isn't Dav's Hope. It's very similar looking to Dav's Hope. This is one of the INRA bases that we were talking about earlier, where the group that built or created the mycoid virus, it's kind of their group, right? So this is the group that really kind of started the war with the Thargoids. Would you say it that way, Gluttony? Is that an accurate way to put it?
Well, we are not sure, who fired first. That kind of thing gets into hearsay, he, she. It's unclear who was the aggressor in the very beginning, but INRA is definitely the first combined arm that humanity in general has created that overrode the boundaries between Federation, Empire, and whatnot. It's the first time the galaxy came together and fought against a common threat. That is alien.
Yeah, and those can see it's very atmospheric, very similar to Dav's Hope. And as you well notice, there are materials on the ground here, so you absolutely can farm materials here, right? I'm not sure if how many drop locations there are, if the drops are as good as Dav's. I don't use this to farm materials, but in a way, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to. Right. I just like coming to places like this just for the atmospheric of it. Right. Like on a stream every now and then. I haven't done like my very first stream a couple months ago or so. I did one of these, and I'll probably do it again in the future where I'll go what I call bubble sightseeing. Right. Where there's so many cool things in the bubble like this. From this to Mount Neverest, which is the largest mountain in the game, which is really stunning to be on top of. It's a 50-kilometer high mountain. What was the other one? Popped in my head to Midderland Hollow or Midderend Hollow. For those that haven't seen it, that's a moon that orbits an Earth-like planet every 90 seconds. So if you think about how unbelievably and unrealistically fast that is, in fact, if you try to catch Midderend from behind, if you try to come up from it behind, you can't land on it. You have to kind of hit it from behind, from the head on, and let it kind of hit you almost. But it's really amazing to be there to see the Earth rise of the Earth-like that's there every 90 seconds. So there's a whole lot of cool stuff like that I really enjoy going to see every now and then, and this is one of them. You'll notice we talked about it before. Gluttony mentioned it. Here on the ground, you'll see all these stain spots, which is, and you kind of see these containers knocked over. Oh, come on, camera, turn back on. Where this is. Come on, camera. This is what we think or we know is the virus that's that's gotten spilled out on the ground, or barrels of whatever the chemicals they were testing, or whatever you want to call it, right?
That is correct. And actually, now that I remember, one of the INRA bases contained logs that described that there was a vaccine to the mycoid virus that was ordered, and it was successfully produced. What was done with it or what happened to it is currently somewhat of a mystery.
I'm going to scan the data points here and see if we get any story out of them.
I'm gonna guess that the vaccine's kept under lock and key somewhere as a bargaining chip for the future.
Some speculate that the current iteration of Thargoid interceptors that we see might be survivors of the mycoid virus, and
Okay.
that the vaccine, when it was described, had it could not redo or rather undo the damage the mycoid virus does, but can stop the mycoid virus from damaging the host any harm, any further. That is.
Well, it looks like there might be as many as 4 here because I just got a 3 of 4 or 1 of 4 or something like that. So I'm going to run around and scan the 4 logs here, and we'll go ahead and listen to these logs real quick. Yeah, there's another one. And let's see. Let's scan that one. Yep, here we go. And Gluttony and Matt, were you going to come out and join me here, or do you want to just meet back in HR 1183?
I'm actually in the system, but I forgot
Okay.
my advanced scanner, so I don't know where I'm going.
You know what? Let me get back in my ship and turn my beacon on for you. Hold on just a second. And then I'll jump in my ship, I'll take off and hover over the base, and then we can play the logs back while you're on your way out here.
Sure.
What's the closest? Do you know if there's any Thargoid structures within reasonable range?
Thargoid structures are more located in the Pleiades sector, so maybe when we go back to HR 1183, we can perhaps visit one on the way.
Okay. I was thinking, we can just kind of go full circle for those that have never seen a Guardian base, right, or Thargoid base, and jump down to there. Gluttony, do you have any specific time constraints tonight? Like, do you have several more hours? Are you good for time?
I should be good for 3 hours straight from this
cool.
point onward.
Cool. Okay, my beacon is on. Let me know if you can see me now.
Yep, 1 sec checking. I do have it.
Let me lift off and honk my scanner. Okay, there you go. So now you should have the system data from me, right?
Let's see. Seems like I do not have that luxury, but
you should see my wing beacon at least, right?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time, guys, and I'm gonna just deafen myself in Discord here for a second and play back these logs. So hang tight for a second. Here we go.
I don't have long. Once they realize I'm gone and the data's been copied, they'll send their attack dogs after me. I know they will. But someone needs to show the galaxy what the INRA really is. What it's doing. What it's hiding. I'm sorry for the part I've played in this. Truly. I was a researcher at a facility in the Hermitage 4A system exploring agricultural applications of Thargoid-derived technology. The lab was owned by the INRA. Publicly, the INRA likes to emphasize the whole altruistic cooperative thing, but in recent years it's become much more focused on weapons testing and manufacture. Believe me, it's a military contractor in all but name. The nature of my field was the study of disease-resistant crops, microproteins, that sort of thing. I was getting good results, even if my superiors took no notice. Then everything changed. I was running a bunch of control experiments, just trying a few things out, really. It was an afterthought. It wasn't even related to the main body of my work. The results were interesting. I didn't think they were particularly significant, but something made me take it directly to one of the INRA guys. I didn't want to go to Dr. Prince. She always been pretty dismissive of my work. I would give anything to be able to undo that decision. Anything. All my equipment and samples were whisked off to some remote facility. Later I found out I'd been taken to a weapons testing site in the Alnath A2AA system. My research was used as the basis of a new superweapon designed to destroy the Thargoids. I heard they experimented on live captives. I doubt any of it was strictly legal. It certainly wasn't ethical. To the public, the INRA is a symbol of all that is possible when superpowers set aside the differences and work together. Well, it might have started off like that, but it's something very different now. Progress at any cost. Might makes right. All our worst impulses channeled into an unaccountable organization focused solely on making bigger and more powerful weapons. Bigger and more powerful weapons. God. If you find this, if someone finds this, make sure it gets out. Please. It's time people knew the truth.
All right. Well, another set of, as we all know, superior voice acting and audio from Frontier. I was watching chat a little bit, talking about kind of rank grind for alliance ships and stuff, and we talked about that. Me and Ant and Yamix talked about that last week. I find that very unlikely at this point, right? I'll be really surprised if they add. I think they have to regret the existing ship rank grinds, and the fact that when it comes down to it, it's so easy in a way. It's just time, as we all know, that I don't see them doing that for any of the new Alliance ships, right? I'll admit I'm a little meh on the Challenger so far. For those that don't know, the Challenger is a new ship that's coming in 3.1, and while of course I'll get it and I'll play with it and stuff, it'll be I'm curious to see if it's going to be another hull tank like the Chieftain is, or if they'll give us another shield tank, because at the moment we've got a lot of hull tank ships in the game and not so many shield tanks, so I'm curious what they'll do there, right? But yeah, I think this is, again, as I was getting back with some of the lore stuff with this, I think this is some of the interesting stuff you can see in the game that we don't get to, that most players don't get to see and hear so much. I see Jaffa has joined us in Discord now. Good evening, Jaffa.
Hey, have no fear, Jaffo's here.
I was going to say, at least I think he's here. Let's see. I'm going to look on the map real quick and see what the closest Thargoid, Thargoid base that I can see here, if there's any. Yeah, you have to get down to Pleiades, but you know what? There's several on the way, kind of on the way back to our ship that back to HR 1183. So why don't we head to one next? Is that cool with you, Gluttony?
Of course, but I think in order for the audience to have a full experience of the Thargoid base, we should be carrying a Thargoid sensor.
Yeah, so do you want to then go do some combat, get one, and then go to the base?
The thing is, it's unreliable for us to be able to just find a sensor out of it, the middle of the nowhere, but we do have a permanent Thargoid sensor spawning location.
Oh, you got one. Okay. All right. Well,
yes, I do.
Share where that is, and let's go there, my friend.
Of course.
Because we need the sensor and the probe, right? As Jaffo just said.
And
in order to enter,
you're not going to find a probe with me around.
Okay, so hold on. I got to give that backstory real quick, which was one night back when the bases first came out. A group of us, spent a combined like 16 or 20 man hours searching for a probe. That was back before, that was back right before they were actually called probes. That's when they were unknown artifacts still, or unknown probes at the time still. And then Jaffo, how long did you spend by yourself the next day?
I was doing it as a rite of passage. I spent a good 3 goddamn weeks looking for this son of a bitch,
Yeah, I mean, when it was just absolute luck if one would spawn or not.
But I found one. It took 3 weeks, but I found one.
Okay, good. And so, is your location, Gluttony, have a probe as well, or just a sensor?
Unfortunately, it only has a sensor. Probe, we have to try our luck.
Okay. So in other words, we get a sensor, and then are you finding wait? It's got a probe or a sensor? Sorry.
A sensor.
Okay,
My
and then
apologies.
do we get a probe from a Thargoid USS back in HR? Is that what you're thinking?
We can. It's possible that we can encounter one. Yes.
Okay, so let's do this. What's your jump range right now, by the way?
Mine is about 36.
Okay,
roughly.
so mine is 60. So why don't I go get the sensor? Why don't you head back to HR 114 or wherever you think you can get a probe? I'll go get the sensor. You find the probe, and then we'll meet kind of back in the middle somewhere. How does that work?
All right. Time to self-destruct.
All right.
The fastest way to go back.
Oh yeah, the good teleport back to the base.
Indeed.
And then Matt Viper, did you want to join back in with us, wing back up with us?
Yeah, sure. That was perfect timing. My dog got into some chicken bones, so I had to go throw hydrogen peroxide down her throat.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Is she okay?
Yeah, she's fine. You're just gonna induce that vomiting, so I'm not gonna wing up just for now because I need to check on her for the next hour or so until she throws up.
Yeah, Noma made a good point. Without internet access, he would have given up on ED, and of course, then without internet, you can't play. But I get what you mean in that, it's funny. Every now and then, I'll get guys that make comments on some of my videos that, they only play Elite. They won't use any of the third-party tools, right? They won't use Inara or EDDB or any of that. And hey, like, it's your game. The way that our group looks at it, as long as you're not cheating, great. Right? You do your thing, right? At the same token, I can't imagine not having access to the third-party tools. For those that don't know, I guess it was about a year ago now, all of the third-party sites went on strike they were planning to go on strike for like a week or a few days or something, because as everybody would be surprised to hear this, Frontier wasn't giving them any love, right? And wasn't communicating and wasn't giving them the data they needed and was just being Frontier. And within a matter of hours, when all the sites shut down together, Frontier basically caved and was like, oh my God, please, no, please start back, turn everything back on. And that's where now we have kind of the updated journal logs that have a lot more information for the third-party sites to use. And that's kind of why we have all that, is thanks to that little encounter. So I don't know about you guys, but like I said, I can't imagine not playing the game. Like, I know here recently, Inara's had a little bit of ups and downs, and like I was trying to do something and Inara was down, and I was like, well, shit, I guess I'll just go do something else in the meantime.
Absolutely. I've become so dependent on third-party tools, especially when it comes to engineering. It's simply so much easier.
Yes, right. I've said this a lot. I think I said it in my tutorial on ED engineering, for example, that if you're doing engineering without ED engineer, you're doing it wrong. Period. Right? If you're listening, you don't know what ED Engineer is, go look up my video on ED Engineer. It's essentially a tool that it knows all of the materials and data you have in your ship. It knows all the blueprints and all the different recipes. You say, I want to go do this and this and this and this and this, and then it shows you a shopping list of everything you need to go get, and will even give you hints on where to get stuff. So I can't imagine like last weekend when Frontier had the buffed engineering weekend, but they scrambled all the blueprints and you couldn't use ED Engineer. For a minute I was lost and I had to do it with Inara, and you can do it with Inara, but it's not anywhere close to as good as ED Engineer. So highly recommend it. If you're not using it and you're doing engineering, you're doing it wrong. All right. And Gluttony, is there just gonna? Where am I gonna grab the sensor? Is there? Where am I dropping in?
Oh, let me first find the coordinates that I have recorded here.
Are they on a planet or are they in space?
It's in planet.
Okay, no problem. Aside from the user guide. Yeah. You know, the way that I've always said, you know, I've said this a lot too, that Elite is a fantastic technical simulation, right? If you want to feel, it's kind of like, if you guys haven't seen the video, Elite in VR is an absolute nightmare by Up Is Not Jump, which is, it's absolutely fantastic. And in the video, one of the things he says is if you want to feel like you're learning how to fly a spaceship, Elite is, there's nothing like it, right? I mean, as a simulation, as we all know, there's just nothing that compares. But it's a shitty game, right? In terms of game mechanics, it's pretty rough, right? That's why, you know, to unlock things like the Guardian weapons, you get to do the same puzzle. I've now done it 56 times, right? Like, really?
Only if you were lucky, of the lucky few that were in the first few hours where it was glitched.
Correct. And I was not. Right. Yes.
Fortunately, I was one of the few that was lucky enough to get in early on. That I did not. That I did not have to deal with the.
In fact,
well, they are saying that they're reducing the Guardian grind from what I've heard.
Good. Okay, so I just landed in system. Where am I headed? Hopefully it's not the star that's 430,000 light seconds out.
Let's hope not. It's A4A, coordinate -35, -141.
Oh, there's a Thargoid crash site here, right?
Indeed.
Oh, I've got it. I've got that bookmarked. I just looked on my bookmarks and was like, "Hey, I've been here before." Is it the one that's that has like the Type 9 and all the different stuffs, like the two Type 9s? Yep. Okay, I know exactly where it is.
Might want to put a side note under that sensor, free sensor.
Yep. And you know what? Now that you say that, of course there's sensors there, and there's meta alloys or what is it? The fragments that you need are there too. So yes, I know exactly where it is. Unknown fragments. Thank you.
Sensors, they give out unknown fragments.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. That's where I used to come and get it. What is it you need the unknown fragments for to unlock?
Palin.
Is that Palin? Yeah. Okay, it's where I farmed my unknown fragments.
Oh, I am getting hyperdicted. Hello.
Oh, damn. I wish we were streaming you right now then. Damn it.
This is not fun. I don't have the shutdown field neutralizer. Time to drift off into the... Oh, 3 of them.
Ah. Well, when it's 3, they don't usually attack, do they?
Goodbye.
Run, boost away.
And yeah, for those that don't know, I don't know if I'm missing in the chat, but I see some people mentioning the Guardian weapons and the Thargoids weapons. The Guardian weapons are the plasma charger, the Gauss cannon, and the shard cannon. They're highly effective against the Thargoids. In fact, and in a minute here, Gluttony, if you'll send me the link to your video. Gluttony's got a video that I've been trying to emulate and haven't done yet, of him taking out a Cyclops with a Imperial Eagle with the Gauss cannon, right? So with that one cannon, it's so damn powerful, you can pretty much two-shot the hearts with it.
Pretty much. With a 15% damage boost with synthesis, I was able to take out a heart with 2 shots.
And you know, I didn't have the materials to do a damage boost synth when I tried mine, so that must be why I wasn't able to do it. You know, I'll give myself a little.
So, do you have video, or what do you got in your chieftain for Thargoid stuff? So I can kind of mirror mine, so I don't.
So I'm gonna have 2 AX multi cannons, the Gauss cannon, and then just 3 rails on the smalls. Imperial Eagle.
Provided you the link.
I've got it.
When you're done watching Gluttony do that, go watch Synoxis do it. Is it in a hauler or an adder?
Adder.
In an adder.
I believe.
It sure is in an adder.
Yes, back at home in AXI, we compete for the glory.
Well, what's funny is I'll admit I kind of trolled somebody or was giving somebody shit on subreddit. Some guy posted that, oh, you know, he killed a Thargoid in his Corvette, yay! And I was like, really? So you've done in the largest combat ship in the game what people have done in an adder, and we're supposed to celebrate?
Yep.
Like, yay, yippee, right? Like, come on, show me something impressive and I'll be impressed. Okay, somebody's mic is echoing through to me. Jaffa, you're echoing, buddy.
My bad.
No problem. -34 by -141.
Alright, time to try my luck and pray to the Iron Jesus.
I wish this one would show
Cross your toes.
on the nav. I know it's in the middle of a crater is all I remember visually. So for those that don't know, sorry, we haven't been very clear about what we're doing. So we're going to go get a Thargoid sensor and a Thargoid probe so we can go to one of the Thargoid bases and activate the base and let you guys see what that's like, which is very, very cool. Okay, where am I going? Negative 34, negative 41. I'm almost on. And the best way to do planetary navigation, for those that don't know, is you want to always fly on a compass heading. So, for example, right now, I'm going to fly on either 0, 90, 180, or 270, and that way one of the numbers will change, latitude or longitude, while the other will stay constant. So while I'm trying to get to negative 34 by negative 141, you'll see that I'm already at negative 146, so I'm pretty good on that axis. So now I'm just trying to line up the top on the negative 34, and I like to fly with my side to the planet because you can pitch so much faster than you can yaw, that if I keep my side of the planet and use pitch rather than yaw, I can get there so much more easily. And then generally for me, what I'll do is I literally just head straight down at it and just let myself kind of glide the rest of the way down. So let me get, you'll see I'm turning a little bit off axis to get that 141 lined up, and then I'm going to go right back to 180. And let's go back to 180. There we go. And now we're staying, you'll see that the, pretty constantly anyway, the 141 is going to stay right on. And we're going to negative 34. I might actually be able to glide this one in if I'm lucky enough. Yep, it's in that crater. I'm pretty sure. I think it's in this crater right in front of me. We're going to take a guess and see. I do have a video on this, by the way. If you guys aren't very good at planetary navigation, I've got a tutorial that covers exactly the way I'm doing it right now.
It still sucks.
It still sucks. Yes, it definitely sucks.
Yeah, I agree. It still sucks.
It sucks.
It took me like an hour to finally crash the Anaconda.
Ditto.
And I was like right on top of it. I couldn't even see it.
It is absolutely a pain in the ass, right? Tell me why 1,000 or 1,200 years in the future our navigation systems can't do what my 2008 Nissan can do, and put a POI and say take me here.
Yeah, really.
It was a little further out than I thought.
The apocalypse and civilization had to start over.
I guess, right?
32K.
32K.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. This is supposed to be 3304. Give me a break, guys. Come on.
Should be right below us. No, I've got to be in the wrong place. Can somebody confirm the coordinates for me again? Gluttony, do you know what it is? Negative 34. Yeah, negative 34 by 141. It should be right here.
Negative 3498, so it might as well be negative 35.
Oh, I think it's in this crater. Here it is.
Yeah, straight ahead.
Yep, it's this it's this crater with this mountain right on the edge of it. Yep. It's been a long time since I can see it even now. It's been a long time since I've been here.
The scenery
I was there like last week.
Okay, gotcha.
The scenery is definitely a sight to behold. Plus, those who are unlocking the Palin,
yep,
they kind of want to use this anyway.
Yeah, it took me a while to get here, but man, it was a pain, but I still got there.
And I have my target in sight.
Excellent. Ooh, it's dark where I am. It's funny. I thought, oh, I'm headed right to it, and I pulled up, and I was like, well, it's moving. Oh, it's because it's a spot on my monitor. I thought it was a pixel. It's not a pixel. It's just a spot. Man, it's
you have an open slot in the wing?
Freaking I do. Who's that? Was that Viper?
Yes, it is.
There you go, my friend.
Are you guys fighting yet?
No, we are still grabbing a probe and a sensor, and we're going to go show everybody how to turn on the Thargoid base.
Oh, you're doing that, all right.
Yeah.
All right, probe is in hold.
Oh my God, I still can't see it. Ah, there we go. Now I'm getting low enough. Oh wow, you got the probe that quickly.
Yes, I have a few places marked.
Very nice. Where the hell is the crash?
This system that we went to battle the Thargoids in, do you know what type of Thargoids? Are they the Cyclops, Scouts?
There's a Cyclops. I know there's at least a Cyclops there.
I saw Threat 5 earlier, so I wasn't sure what that was. Or I don't remember.
Where the hell is it?
Hey, X, it should not be that dark at all.
I know. Like, I it's never been this dark for me before here. And I've got my gamma all the way up. No, it's, well, I guess I can turn it down and see if it's just screwed it up.
It looks like it's all fuzzy, like resolution is jacked.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you guys agree. I've been here before and it's never this dark.
Maybe
Check
it's a foggy day.
The walls on the canyon. I believe it's the walls on the canyon.
Well, it's at this center crater, isn't it?
Not the
Now,
center.
I've been there and it's been pitch black.
Really?
Depending on the location of the sun, relative
It does.
to the moon,
Okay, I guess
to the
I guess I've just never. You know what? Let's do this. Let's go to the external camera. Oh Jesus!
But yes, if I remember
anything in
correctly, it shouldn't be in the center crater. I mean, center mountain. It should be like on the side.
It is on the
Yeah,
side. Okay.
Yeah, it's on the side. Because last time I went there was on the side.
You should also be able to hear the audio if you get close.
Okay, hold on.
True,
I'm gonna
but
turn
and
the
also
gamma back
ships
up.
can detect it because it's a sensor.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Man, okay, let's see. It's 34.9. Let me just head at it in 34.98.
Granted, I haven't done this since
Okay,
October,
I'm going
but
the
still.
wrong way.
Question is, should I try to solo a Thargoid?
Go
Yes.
for it while you're waiting for us.
The answer to that is always yes.
Of course it is.
Yeah, that skimmer mission.
There you go. Go straight.
Not exploit. Skimmer mission
41,
recently got me a bunch of money,
38.
so yeah,
Okay,
why
I'm
not?
going the right direction this way.
They started the skimmer missions. They just jacked them up again.
Now, you can only accept 5 skimmer missions now at a time.
Yeah, it sucks.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad I took advantage of that while I could.
Okay, 141.3.
They really need to change that back.
To give you the coordinates again, it's negative 3498 and negative 141.38.
So I'm like right freaking on top of it.
Hi, Mr. Thargoid.
This is
Let me
annoying
scan you
because
real
I've
quick.
been here so many times. If I get down here in the shade, maybe. Okay.
Uh-oh.
34.98, right?
34.98, correct.
I made him angry.
What for you do that for?
Thought I had a Gauss cannon on the thing. Yeah.
Base of this.
So what should I put on Gauss cannon or guard plasma chargers?
The Gauss cannon is my personal favorite. I brought all 3 down because I was going to ask Gluttony that. Actually, let's let the master answer that.
What was the question again?
Gauss cannon or plasma charger.
Gauss every day, all day,
That's what I
24/7.
Okay, I just got scanned.
Oh, that means you're close.
Yeah, that means you're close.
There it is. There we go.
That's
All
not
I
it.
can hear. And you know what? I'm going to be quiet for a second. Let me turn the game up so you guys can hear this. I don't know if that's coming through or not, but it's really kind of low for me even, but man, is it cool sounding. All right, let me get. And man, I've never seen it this dark for me personally.
Is this Star Trek 4, the Void?
Pretty much, right? Trying to find me a killer whale, right?
Really?
The only problem is I'm not that good with fixed weapons.
What's going on? What? Okay. Let's see. Go. It's always a bitch to find a landing spot here.
Yeah. It was tough for me to find one.
You've got to get out in your SRV to go get it, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which
I didn't
unknown
bring
structure
collectors.
site are y'all going to?
We haven't decided yet, Jaffo. If you want to, or you want to jump into private with us and join us?
I'm in private. Yeah, I'm going to try to meet y'all there.
Okay.
I'll end up jinxing it. So I'm gonna
Let's
try it.
let Gluttony, you decide.
Sure. HIP 14909.
Uh-oh.
There we go. There we go.
Well, I
Oh,
made
sorry
it
that
about
took a
4
while,
minutes.
everybody. I felt like I was quite the noob there. It's stuff like this where I'll admit playing in VR is so much better. But I'm trying to save the terrible shaky cam for everybody for as long as I can put it off. Right? Like when it gets to when it gets to Thargoid combat here in a little bit, I'm definitely going to go into VR, but I'll try to keep you guys from getting nauseated as little as possible.
Yeah, if I get my VR to work, but sometimes the screen, I don't know, it looks like I'm looking at water sometimes. I don't know, is this the one sensor I have? I can't quite figure it out yet. But VR does look awesome.
Okay, it's right down there, kind of underneath everything down in the middle, isn't it?
For the
Right.
sensors?
Yeah.
I
go.
would assume pretty much towards the top of the canyon. That's where I got mine.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna need your lights.
There it is. There it is. Yep. Now I know where I am. I mean, I've been here several times, and I bet I've been here a half a dozen times, and I've never seen it this dark before. I mean, this is cool. Don't get me wrong.
Like I said, I've been there. Last time I was there, it was pitch dark, but that was
Was
back
it?
in
Yeah.
October.
Okay. It's been a long time since I've been here too.
So I was there like last week. It wasn't this dark at all. But I'm seeing it through YouTube.
Thargoid
so,
sensor. There we go. Got it.
Yay!
It's interesting now, like seeing this crash. Now that we know what they look like, right? Because you remember all the speculation back in the day. And... oh shit! You know what I just realized? I don't think I have a cargo rack. What a moron noob mistake I just made.
No. X, you just shoot them.
What do you mean shoot them?
The cargo sensor. You should just shoot them.
No. But we need one of the sensors to bring back, right? So I need a cargo rack for it.
I am coming over. Don't worry.
Okay, all right. I'll sit here with it out front. I'll have it ready for you. But yes, I certainly don't have an anti-corrosive rack with me.
I do.
My bad.
Okay,
Never mind.
okay.
Duh.
So I'm not the only dumbass in here tonight.
Nope, no. I can't believe I just
you're not
realized
the only
that.
one. I was. I just realized that myself.
Wow,
Thank you.
I'm surprised somebody didn't like on stream hasn't been screaming at us like, "Hey, morons!" All right, let me spit it out since jettison ship scan detected because it is. And while we're waiting for Gluttony, I will give everybody the little visual tour of it because they are super creepy. If you've not seen one, we used to not know what these things were. And if you look at it, I'm trying to get between it and me so you can see the way it distorts visual light. Oh, can I get any closer to it? Come here. It rolled up under my damn ship. I think you guys are seeing the little visual effect of it. See how it's kind of blurry all around it? Or maybe the acid I did earlier is kicking in now. Maybe that's what it is. Did I say that out loud?
I didn't hear anything.
I gave a little flyby of the site. Yeah, it's dark. I know I keep saying that.
I am in system.
Excellent. Yeah, and they sound so cool. And as you guys will see, there's at least 2 Type 9s and 2 Anacondas here. Is that about right?
I only see 1 Type 9.
I thought there were 2. I could be remembering wrong. It has been months since I've been here.
It's like it's radioactive.
Man, it's so... I don't know how well the audio is coming through on stream, but for me, it sounds just super creepy.
But yes, all Thargoid items have been known to be caustic in nature. We actually learned a little bit about how their machinery, or rather biomachinery, operates. So, from so far what has been discovered, I think Professor Palin has helped in this discovery. Basically, they operate off a substance called the Thargoid resin. And what it does is, when it's in solid form, it's very tough. It's the whole component of the Thargoid vessels and whatnot. And when it's in liquid, it's the lubricant to keep everything running smoothly. So your stereotypical oil. And when it's in gas form, superheated, or plasma, it becomes caustic. So the weaponry Thargoids use are suspected to be superheated resin, and whereas their internal circulation is, or their blood is, the liquid form of Thargoid resin, hence why we shoot at hearts on interceptors. Okay. They pump these substances around. And as these substances get into vacuum, which gets super cooled, it becomes solid, which repairs their hull, which, again, meta-alloy is suspected to also play a role in this as well. So, but yeah, that's what we suspect how they operate, and that's why when they explode, there's an expanding gas cloud that's completely caustic. That's what we suspect to be the reason why.
Okay, all right. For a minute, I turned all the overlay off just so everybody could get a really cool, clear shot of it without looking at my ugly mug. So that's what the sensor looks like. As you can see, it just kind of messes with everything and the creepy sounds it makes.
So the kidnapped escape pods, humanoid escape pods, are those get turned into Thargoid probes or sensors? Nobody knows yet, right?
So far, we have no evidence pointing either way, but there are some suspicious logs in one of the INRA bases that might describe a patient who's been through the experience of being carried aboard a Thargoid vessel. It's described as if dreamlike, as if they are taking the role of the interceptor themselves, but then again, it's all speculation, and there's a lot to be read into.
And note, for those that are coming in late, we are picking up a sensor and a probe so we can go activate one of the Thargoid bases. So that we can show those that have not gotten to see one of the Thargoid bases, with the map room. I don't want to give too much away for those that haven't seen it, but that's what we're doing right now. So I stupidly came here without a corrosive cargo rack, something I'm now, after this experience, going to add to my DBX and just leave it on there. When Gluttony gets here with his, then we'll head to the base. Gluttony, are we still going to go to the one that you named a little second ago?
Yes, and I'm gliding as we speak. And
okay,
also,
great.
According to INRA, the Thargoid bases are what we are using our Eagle Eye installation to detect their Thargoid movement. It's what we have been able to do in AXI, or the NT's, initiative, that we're able to know which system they will attack with the help of Canon Research Group, and we're able to defend our systems from their attacks.
Gotcha. And Gluttony, can you tell me the name of the system again? I'm going to type it in the chat.
It's in the live stream.
It is in live stream? Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah, HFP 14909.
Thank you very much. 2A. I see the
Planet 2A, I believe.
Yep. Yeah. All right. I'll send that out to chat. Did it go out to chat already then? And I
Not
see
the
you coming
exact
in.
coordinates.
Okay, perfect. I see you coming in, Gluttony. It's making all its creepy sounds right in front of me.
So, Gluttony, what's your theory on Aegis and INRA? Is it like a smaller branch of INRA, or what's your ideas or theories on that? Speculation.
Right now, there's still too much that's not known, but what we do know is in the early phases of introducing, or rather, before Aegis actually became public, there were vessels that are known to be attacked by humans who are operated in a unit called the Black Flight that has been taking down exploration vessels that came close to discovering the Thargoid bases. And due to some unknown bug, that they were labeled as Aegis related. It is said that the BGS was what's causing them to be mislabeled according to official explanation, but it has left a stigma on Aegis and making them suspicious, as INRA has once tricked us in seemingly appearing innocent. Right now, we hold a somewhat neutral stance towards Aegis. They are creating anti-Xeno weaponry that are helping humanity, therefore we are tolerating their presence, but what individual pilots decide to do and decide to view Aegis is, of course, their own decision.
Right. Some would argue that Aegis is just the public diversion that INRA's got, with as a diversion tactic, to who knows is going on what else behind the scenes.
Of course, and just as once we did not know what INRA was doing behind our backs, perhaps the same is happening with Aegis, but we have no evidence as of now.
All right. Did you just grab it out in front of me, I see?
And of course, Sirius Corporation is involved with it as well, with those ships and stuff,
Yes,
and
the reason...
And then that hyperdrive that what they killed or kidnapped, or they took over the company of the hyperdrive or something, and then the CEO stepped down. I'm a little rusty on the lore, but anyway.
Yes, they publicly announced that they were developing a new version of a FSD, but details are somewhat still hazy.
And for those that are kind of joining here a little bit late, we have not gone Thargoid hunting just yet. We wanted to kind of do a whole kind of Thargoid thing. So what we're doing right now is we've gone to get a sensor and a probe. So now we're going to head to a Thargoid base. And again, I'll kind of save the end of what happens at the base from when we get there to show you guys that. And then we're going to go actually go do some shooting. Did you already jump, Gluttony?
Yes, I have.
Gotcha. Well, that was the wrong paste in. Apparently, I bumped my macro, so it was the end of my piracy macro. Charge your FSD and I will kill you. Apparently, was what I was saying. So we're heading to HIP 14909. Is that right?
That is correct.
Great. I don't show that. That didn't show up on mine as a Thargoid system. I've got it bookmarked though. But like on the Galaxy map, it didn't show up. It wasn't lit up as a Thargoid system.
Strange.
Yeah, I mean, I've got it bookmarked, so I know that I've been there.
Has anybody verified that that's active?
Yes,
yeah, that is the active one. So now
I've recently been there.
These are the ones that were discovered right when 2.4 launched, right? Gluttony,
correct,
guys. Yeah. And so what's been interesting about these is, and I've been one for a long time, is they were slowly changing and kind of getting sicker because of the mycoid virus. And you'll see they're not called sentinels. Is that what they are? What are the little things flying around cleaning stuff?
They're called the Thargoid scavengers.
Scavengers, that's right. So the scavengers, you'll see, we believe, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, are kind of cleaning the virus off of the base, which we think is a living structure in some way, just like we think the ships are, living ships in some way.
They also appear to be fertilizing the eggs that can be found around the Thargoid bases. They are also known as well to be working in Thargoid barnacle forests, which Thargoids are known to visit for resupply purposes.
Yep, we went to a barnacle forest about a month ago or so with a group, and we just went there just on a sightseeing trip, and sure enough, one of them showed up to fuel while we were there. I see something anomalous signal on my scanner. Is that where we're headed?
No, we are headed to 2A.
What's the anomalous signal?
I don't remember actually.
Huh. I don't remember seeing that either. That's kind of why I was asking. But it's definitely not in the same direction. We may have to go check that out before we leave. But yeah, I don't see a structure on my scan. Well, I guess I'm more than 1,000 out. Sorry.
Correct.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, since this is technically Tutorial Tuesday, even though it's not Tuesday, your scanner, when you look for things, when you look for POI specifically, which I have turned on, which the base should show up, they only show up if you're within 1,000 light seconds of them. And so since I've got that bookmarked following Gluttony right now, and we think it's over here, actually we're pretty positive it's over here, when it's within 1,000 light seconds, it should show up on my scanner.
I have visual.
Okay, great.
Has it increased in size since the last time you saw it?
That's what I'm curious of.
The size increase has some controversy surrounding it. At first, the community believed that it was merely the lighting on the planet that's causing a misclassification of the size of the structure, but there are some notable changes that some other members of the community have pointed out.
I mean, to me, there's no question it was changing size. For the first times that I went, to the later times that I went, I mean, again, to me, there was no question, right? There was spires and things popped up that I absolutely did not see the first few times that I went, but, I didn't take screenshots enough to actually, prove that, right?
There are also speculations that they are actually crashed hive ships.
Yeah,
that are waiting to reemerge.
That's what
and the scavengers are cleaning the virus off of them.
Yeah,
right?
I was saying that a second ago. I really, really hope the fact that they're hive ships that might one day lift off. I really hope that is true.
According to one of the INRA logs, that when they were luring in a fleet of Thargoid vessels, they accidentally lured in a hive ship, which decimated the base despite their formidable defenses.
Well, we know that Jameson,
ship,
Jameson has talked about the hive ships, right? So, we know those exist, and clearly we've not encountered those yet.
Well, there's some military logs, I think, that Gluttony was talking about where they were trying to lure the Thargoids in to destroy them, and then, the mothership showed up, and they weren't or a hive ship, and they weren't expecting one that large.
That is correct.
I'm wondering if there's any other Stargate Atlantis fans here. Every time I hear the hive ships, I think of the the
Wraith.
The Wraith. Thank you. Jumped into my head for a second. Yeah, the Wraith, man. And if there are
how many sci-fi geeks are on this?
I was going to say if there's
right
any
now?
other Stargate Atlantis fans in chat, shout out, because I tell you, I'm a huge Stargate fan, but I have to say that Atlantis is definitely my favorite of the shows. The cast the characters.
What about the Expanse?
Well, I haven't watched that yet.
Expanse comes on
haven't
tonight.
watched that yet, right? So I can't say. But the thing I liked about Atlantis so much was how Atlantis was serialized, where SG-1 was so much more episodic, and I love the characters in SG-1 maybe better. I mean, although Rodney's pretty fucking fantastic, as is Ronan, actually, and Shepard. I mean, all of them are, right? But I definitely loved the story underneath Atlantis so much more, right? Atlantis. Okay, we got another Atlantis is not his fave. Interesting. All right. See, I didn't really care for the Ori at the end of SG-1, and I'm not a big Ben Bowder fan, so I didn't really love once Jack left, and Ben Bowder came in. I kind of lost me a little bit. And you know what? By the way, back to the game, I haven't been to one of these since the new planetary textures came in. So approaching it right now, it seems much, much cooler than previous times I've approached it.
Let's do a little bit of a fly around before we enter.
Great. Lucian, I'm glad to hear that. Lucian said he got his first Thargoid kill today after grabbing some of the weapons.
Congratulations.
I'm going to say, to me, it looks bigger. Right? These outer kind of spikes. See, there's 2 layers right now, and I swear the last time I was here, there were not. Right? I see this outer layer of these ridges that are sticking up out here, these teeth-like things, and then there's another inner circle of them before the inner kind of volcano, and these were not here the last time I was here.
You should fly close to one of the few wounded spots and show the audience about the scavengers.
I'm definitely going to. So yeah, these things that you guys are seeing right now that I'm going to call teeth or blades or whatever you want to call this, those were not here last time I was here. The structure I'm looking at, the structure I'm looking at right now was here, but it wasn't this pronounced last time I was here. To me, there's no question they've grown dramatically.
But that's been October, November since I've been there last. But wow, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this whole outer ridge area, I used to easily land about here, and none of that existed on the outer edge. Let me get to the inside. I agree, Ryan. It was much flatter than this last time I was here, and did not it had this layer I'm looking at right now. Let me jump into the external camera since I can move it faster. It was in this ring was here that I'm looking at right in front of me, but that outer ring that's out there was not here last time. There's no question to me.
I've spotted a reparation site. You can come closer if you want to show.
Let me get over where you are. There you are. Yeah, and the fact that we're 2 kilometers apart. So if you guys get the scale of how big this place is.
I'm going to back up a little bit.
Yep, I see it. Thanks. So yeah, Gluttony, why don't you kind of explain to everybody what this is, what we're looking at, or what we think.
So the Thargoid base, or rather this wounded spot, there are several different speculations or rather theories on this. It could be that this is actual mycoid damage that's somehow being healed or being covered up by these scavengers, or that this is actual live construction of the base. So it was started as nothing and it was built up bit by bit, and it's, from the look of it, nearing completion.
Yeah, and this skeletal structure that I'm looking at right now, where I can kind of not in this ship I can't because it's too big, but kind of fly through this. This was not here last time I was here. Like this, the way this is open, almost like a skeletal structure, like a fossil. Yeah, no, none of this was here last time, I promise. This was all buried. It's all been dug out since I was here last. So the question is the ground getting swept away by something, or is it rising up? Right? Is it slowly coming out of the ground, or,
Navigate to with the SRV to one of the top points and take a screenshot with the altitude and coordinates, and then we'll come back later.
You know what? Yeah, I'll back out, Jaffa. That's a good point. Right before we leave, I'll get at distance and do exactly that. So now we're going to head into the central area.
You can take the altitude coordinates too if you.
Oh yeah. No, that's good. That's a good idea.
As a reference. Yeah, and we'll come back in a month or two.
Okay, so let's get landed down here. I might have to switch into VR for this because it's just so atmospheric and creepy. In fact, you know what? I'm going to make everybody sick and do that. So bear with me, folks. I'll try to be a little less animated talker than normal so that I don't make everybody super dizzy.
Are you running that through the Oculus app to switch back and forth that fast?
So if you launch Elite via the Oculus app, it launches into VR. You can then just turn off VR, right, and you're just back to your desktop. Which, in case, you can just turn it right back on.
But you stay through the launcher and the.
Yeah, so the Oculus launcher is always running in the background when I'm playing VR or playing Elite.
Okay, I was wondering how you were doing that.
Yep, that's how. I always launch it via the Oculus launcher. So if you guys see, these are the scavengers that are, for lack of a better word, tending to the base. And wow, you know what? Being in this in VR right now, it is huge compared to the last time I was here. Yeah, this is I haven't been in VR a whole lot lately because I've been doing videos and stuff.
Damn, X, that is big.
And there's also the theory of the 2 different type of Thargoids. two different
Scavengers are not hostile by default.
Correct. And then these are kind. You know what? These spires that are like the barnacles weren't here last time I was here. Like this organic structure that's absolutely a barnacle with the little barnacle things growing on it wasn't here last time. And I see a whole bunch
Sometimes
of
they
them
do
around.
yield meta-alloys.
I've seen those.
Okay, maybe I'm just not remembering them. And yeah, like let me shoot this one and see if it gives me a meta-alloy. Nope, just gave me
You can
iron.
actually go underneath it in the structure. You can actually be underneath one of them and it'll register on the scanner.
Well, why don't we go ahead? Gluttony, do you want to give me one of the objects? Are you getting eaten to
Of
pieces?
course.
So Gluttony's he's got the probe and the sensor, and he'll give me one. And now what we're gonna do is we'll go inside. Hopefully we'll find what's the third one called? You get it in the little triple room. The link.
Thargoid link.
The link, yeah. We'll get the link, and then we'll activate the machine, and you guys can see what the machine looks like.
Let's get a little closer to the door.
Sure. Oh. I'm just going to follow you.
And there is an egg at the entrance.
You guys notice how his lights are all fucking up? It's because he's getting close to the structure. And you'll see this door in my HUD is fucking up now.
Probe jettisoned.
All right, there it is.
The Thargoid sensor is what allows us to open and close the gate that leads inside.
The probe
the
does
probe,
it too, doesn't
however, you can try it.
Yeah, I think
my
the probe
apologies.
does it. Let me see.
My
I think,
poor driving.
Oh, you're good. I think the probe will do it. Yeah.
It does.
There we go.
And they are alive. I mean, Michael Brooks confirmed it through Ed Lewis, a while back, that the sensors are, living. So.
All right. And I hit the dead end over here, so don't come this way.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go to the center room yet. I want to save that.
I believe it's over here. Follow me.
Yep, I'm right behind you, buddy.
Okay.
Now, what was he talking? Gluttony, what were you talking about? The egg a minute ago?
Yes, there are eggs layered around. We're unsure what they give birth to or what their purpose is, but they are being fertilized by the scavengers.
Those little poor things that explode in the dust when you run over them?
Yes.
And see, Gluttony. Oh, there we go. Okay, great. We got links. Last time I came here, links didn't spawn out of these things. So you guys see these three things that we're looking at, and I'm really trying to hold my head as still as I can.
No, wait a minute,
while
that's
talking.
different.
These are the links, and we need one of these, the probe and the sensor, to go activate this giant machine that we're going to turn on here in a second. So, Gluttony, are you going to grab one of the links?
Sure.
Man, I haven't been there in so long. That's different.
And Gluttony, do you have your headlights on?
I do.
Will you turn them off, actually?
I did.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and head to the main room, if you want to follow me. So in the center, which is right in front of me right now, you guys are going to see the big machine. And this is one of the cooler things I've seen in Elite. And there it is. See the texture's taking a bit to draw in. So in here you'll see there's these three pedestals, and when we drive up onto the pedestals, they're going to show us what object that pedestal wants. Like this one wants is that the probe or the sensor?
Let me get a closer look.
Ryan
got the probe.
McCollin YouTube chat has a good point. If you drop a Guardian artifact into one of the
That's right.
things,
you get a whole different thing. We'll talk about that when we're done. I'm going to go ahead and try to drop my artifact into this one and see if this is the probe.
Go for it.
Because I think... And so we just jettison it, and yep, it took it. And so watch, it's going to take it in. Okay, now Gluttony, I'm going to just kind of back up so that everybody can, so I can get a good view of what's about to happen.
Okay.
In fact,
and now if I just remember what goes in what.
I'm I'm going to jump in my third-party camera.
And I think somebody has decoded part of this map, have they not?
That I haven't heard.
Yes, partially. I am not sure about the exact details, but yes.
And if you guys look up here on the
Got
ceiling,
some audio in addition to it, yeah.
it's what looks like a bunch of egg sacs up here on the ceiling. You know, last time I was here, I didn't think to jump in my third-party camera and fly up to these because they are very cool looking.
It's going to jump out and grab your face like a...
Dude, I totally... You know what? If somebody was in my house right now and grabbed me from behind, I would jump a mile.
The final key is about to be inserted. Let me know when.
Okay, so give me... Well, you got to scan it too, so...
Right.
Yeah, so go ahead and drop it in. All right, and you see how that's lighting everything up, and now he's going to drop back. He's going to target something right in the center, and then he's going to scan it, and I'm going to try to hold as still as I can.
That structure looks so much more detailed. Look at the faces and stuff on it. It's like...
Scan complete.
And look at
I've
that.
noticed in VR that the game is just, it looks completely different, the detail and whatnot.
Look
It
at that,
does. It
boys
really
and
does.
girls.
Wow.
And I don't know about you guys, but to me, the experience of seeing this right now in VR is absolutely incredible. Oh, let's go. We can see it better. And we're assuming this is some sort of map, right?
Yes.
Come on, turn on.
So we have speculations about the particular way of how Thargoid marks territory or have the concept of territory and how they chart their maps. Some speculate that these are all planets that are suitable to their living, so ammonia planets.
I could see that, yep.
But it is still very much a mystery as to what these really represent.
And now, if we had Guardian tech with us, like, you know, ancient ruins, relics, totems, any of those objects, you can give those to the machine. And if you give any combination of Guardian relics and or Thargoid devices, you can do all Guardian or just one Guardian, the whole machine freaks out. All of the doors close, trapping you in here, and the machine generates this giant pulsing explosion from the center for 5 minutes. And it's pretty cool for the first 30 seconds, but after that it gets a little boring because it literally goes on for 5 minutes.
Instantly, all these scavengers become hostile to you, and yes.
You can survive it, but...
Yes. Thargoids are known to be hostile to the Guardians. In fact, in our recent discovery that we come to understand that Guardian history, they were attacked by the Thargoids. So they had a very similar encounter with the Thargoids that we do currently as humans. They also had their world seeded by the Thargoids, and when the Thargoids returned, they were on there and they were not happy. Therefore, they, after some diplomatic attempts, war still continued due to the Thargoids refusing to communicate, despite that communication efforts were put forth by the Guardian according to their history. And unfortunately, when Guardians developed advanced artificial intelligence, it got to a point where the artificial intelligence decided that the only way to preserve Guardian culture and civilization is to destroy it, in the sense of making Guardians go extinct and just preserve whatever they have built.
Kind of sounds like Halo.
And I just noticed that we've got somebody here with us, Magic Onion, who hopefully is a friend since I let him in the private group. Onion, if you can hear me, I did just send you a wing invite if you want to join us and wing up with us. If I'd have known you were here, we would have waited for that to turn it on for you.
We technically can still turn it on. The materials are still here.
Well, if you want us to turn it on, give a shout real quick, Onion, and we can do that. I'm trying to figure out what of my settings I've got too high for making videos, because I think it's just my terrain stuff is too high. Because I am definitely not getting 90 frames right now.
And what is that? Pardon my ignorance on this. I thought I knew it. What's the upload link? The Thargoid upload. Thargoid upload. Shit.
The Thargoid upload or uplink device.
Those give you structural data on this thing, and actually after you scan it and you leave the area, there's an audio log that's downloaded that currently cannot be decrypted. As we know, the Thargoids communicate via sound somewhat, but we're unsure as to what it means as of now, besides the fact that it gives that strange looking map.
And Gluttony, I'm gonna go ahead and head back to my ship, and we'll go ahead and head back to do some combat.
All right. My actual forte.
Well, if your forte hasn't been hit yet, you're doing pretty damn great. And I'm gonna switch back out of shaky cam for everyone. And yeah, you'll see, like, literally I just go in and say 3D off, and bam, now I'm out of VR and back on my desktop. The other neat thing for VR players, if you didn't realize, is once you switch into VR, it will set your desktop resolution to like 1280 by 768 or something funky like that. You can then change the display back to 1920 by 1080, and it doesn't use any additional processing to it. It just resizes the window to that size, right? All right. So yeah, as Jaffa said, let me get taken off a bit and.
Yeah. Crap! I lost it. Hang on, I got it, but
good.
Somewhat. I know you don't play PS4 and anything else. Is that the same thing for the VR for PS4? For PS4?
I know. So you mean for Elite?
Yes.
Well, so Elite doesn't support VR on the PS4. Right, so there's not an option. There's no VR option on the PS4, right?
Okay.
They have not yet ever supported PSVR, sadly.
Crap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Unfortunately, people have been wanting that for a while. Okay, Jaffa, I tell you what, I'm going to get a good shot from right there. I'm 5 kilometers up. Let me clear my screen for you. All right, Jaffa, why don't you grab a screenshot whenever you can and tell me when you've got one. I can grab it from the stream later. Don't sweat it. I can grab the time code in the stream later on. Yeah, no worries. Okay, so and I'm at 4.82 kilometers, so I'm a little shallower than that, but oh yeah, don't sweat it. Okay, so now HR 1183, is that right? Yeah, exactly. Oh, good. First hop is on. Nope. First hop for me is hidden. I noticed you switched to your ASP, Gluttony. What do you have in your ASP? No, jump range. Simon's asking, and he wanted me to ask in Discord as well, how does Elite run in my system? In non-VR, it runs great. I'm on a Core i7 4790, so a 3-ish, maybe 4-year-old processor, 32 gigs of RAM, SSD, rated SSD, and a GTX 1080. And for me, on my single monitor, or if I stretch it across 3, it runs fantastic. And I can run everything maxed. Maybe I can't run full super sampling it to that max, but certainly where it looks fantastic. In VR with that setup, as you saw, I run it what I would call kind of medium high settings. And in general, it runs really well. That said, when the 1180s, if that's what they wind up being called, come out, I'll probably be stupid enough to buy one just because, it can always get better, right? And so when I'm on my monitor, no, I don't ever get any frame rate issues, any tearing or anything like that. I only have 60 hertz monitors, so, I'm not running high refresh rates. In VR, again, I'm running kind of medium high to get acceptable frame rates. I tell you, Gluttony, it would be awesome if I could get hyperdicted right now, just to show everybody. That would be a kind of a perfect almost end. I would love to. I remember the first night the hyperdiction started, I was lucky and I got like when we all rushed down here to get hyperdicted, I got grabbed in the first like 15 minutes. I started looking, and then I spent like another 2 hours trying to find one, and couldn't get grabbed again. And for those, just in case those don't know, hyperdiction is getting interdicted by a Thargoid while you're in hyperspace, while you're in witch space, and it's extremely atmospheric and fantastic. Yeah, being yanked out of hyperspace. Oh, and guys, don't trust me. I know how much I need a G-Sync monitor and need a high refresh rate. Trust me, I want it badly. When I built my setup 3 or 4 years ago, I actually built it as a racing cockpit, and I did a triple monitor setup, and I actually do have the curved Samsung LCDs that are only 60 hertz, because at the time these were like 400. They're 27 inch. These were like $400, and the high refresh rate ones were, like $800-900 each. So I just didn't have the budget for it. I suppose with that, I can post a quick picture to my setup. Hold on just a sec. Oh, bummer. Yeah, no problem. Well, I am sorry to hear that, Jaffo. Thanks for swinging in. And somebody said that has a Discord gone quiet. Let's confirm. Jaffo, say something real fast before you go. Are you guys not here? There we go. Say something again, Discord.
ABC.
Discord.
Okay. Boy, I hope that's only been muted for the last few minutes and not for. Have you guys not been hearing these guys talking for a while?
I hear everybody.
Okay. Good.
Okay, I gotta go.
All right, Jaffa, have a good night, buddy.
Have
a good night.
Okay, Jaffa.
I'm ready to go, I guess.
Yeah, I've got to be on the road here in 6 hours.
Who was that? That was just asking for a wing invite?
Magic Onion.
Hold on just a second, Onion. And then Star Killer, were you also saying the same thing?
Yes, sir.
Are you in my private group already?
Yes.
Okay, great. I'm in Witch Space right now. Hold on a second. Okay.
About Witch Space, the rings you see that you pass through, some speculate that they are identical to the markings that are on Thargoid interceptors when you scan them with the scanner.
Yeah. Okay. And Star Killer, what is I don't see you in my private.
Really? All right. Let me log out. Log back into it.
Yeah, I see you in private group, but I don't see you in my private group. Gluttony, do you have you've got your beacon on, right?
I should. Now it is.
Yeah, cool. I'm just gonna navlock to you. Save me a little bit of flight.
Yep.
You should see me now.
There you are. Perfect. That gives us a wing of 4.
I just gotta make one quick stop to get the last piece of the
and yes, Simon, those are speakers at the back of my chair. They're the here and here you can kind of see in the stream are there's the rear surround speakers. I mean, I'm obviously using headphones for this just because I'm because of the mic, but when I'm not. And as you can tell, if you guys looked at the pictures, you could tell from it was originally designed for racing. Like my quick story is, I've been a driving instructor, racing instructor for Porsche and BMW for 10 years or so. I've done a lot of sim racing. I built the whole setup for sim racing. I got the Rift, was hugely disappointed with it, thought this thing is awful. Then I went to sell it, had somebody that wanted to buy it. I thought, what's that dangerous game? What's that game again? And, because I'd bought Elite 6 or 9 months before, but didn't have time to get into it. And so I thought, I've got that Warthog in the closet, don't I? And so I got the Warthog out and got Elite installed and everything. And I remember 5 minutes after flying out of a station and sitting in VR just with my jaw hanging open, like, there's no way I'm selling this. Oh my God, I have to learn how to play this game. And, that was almost 3,000 hours ago. Pretty much, right?
Man.
All right, let me get landed. So Gluttony, what are you going to start in? What ship?
I'll start easy. I'll start with a courier.
Okay, then I'm going to start in my Eagle then. And what do you run? You know what I'll do? Hold on a sec. When I jump into it, I'll share my build into chat. Gluttony, are you cool sharing yours? Is that something you can do pretty easily?
Actually, no.
Okay. No problem.
My builds, I never really wrote them down, but...
For those that don't know, if you use the tool ED Market Connector, it can single-click export your entire build with all engineering details to either Coriolis or ED Shipyard. As a quick little side, if people don't know. So, like, if you have ED Market Connector set up, like I do, you guys can't see it, but if I go into it, if it shows up, there's a little, it shows you the name of your ship. You click on that. It opens the link in Coriolis, and here, let me share the link. What do you run for your hard points on it?
Me?
Yeah.
The screw around build or the actual series?
The one you're in right now.
Right now I'm using a Gauss in the middle, a flak on the right side, and on the left side I decided to go with a pack hound for fun.
Okay. All right, so now it's where everybody gets to go into Shaky Cam again, and forgive me guys, since I'll be in VR, I won't be able to see chat. Hey, Metsis is here. Evening, Metsis.
Hey, what's up?
Not much, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Have you been listening along?
Oh, yes. Yeah,
okay,
I have.
Okay, cool. So we're going to, I imagine we'll kill 2 or 3 of these, and then I'm definitely looking forward to jumping into some CQC as well. If Mensis, if you can, or if anybody else in Discord, if you guys watch chat and see questions, feel free to jump in with answers and stuff. Let me know what we're missing.
All right, I can do that.
Awesome.
Hey, I got one quick question.
What you got?
VR. When you open up your galaxy map, does it look like it's really close but off to the side? It's all like weird when you're trying to find, highlight systems.
In VR, you mean?
Yeah.
It's usable for me because I'm used to it. It's not great. I mean, the problem with it is you can't use the mouse really easily in VR in the Galaxy map. So I've got my flight controls set up so I can use my flight controls for it, and using the way I've got everything bound and everything, it's not that difficult. It's not ideal, but it's usable.
Yeah, that's the way it looks like. I was making sure I didn't have some option that was a lot of whack for me, because I'm like, man, this is weird.
What controller are you using?
Yeah, what was the controller you were using? Whoever was asking the question.
Cadra.
I get the Thrustmaster 1600M.
Okay.
It just looked, when I was in VR and I brought up the Galaxy map and stuff, I mean, the worlds and everything looked fantastic. It looked so much better than non-VR, but it just, the map, I was having a really hard time trying to pinpoint the spot. It seemed like the cursor was not there. I couldn't zoom in good enough to, have the game highlight it.
I know we just asked. I just didn't hear. What controller are you using?
The Thrustmaster
16,000M. Yeah. Okay. That's a good. That is a good one to use. So.
Oh, I love it.
Hey guys, the only thing I've got down here right now is a Corvette. Is that going to be okay?
All right, bring whatever you got, man.
All right.
Just if you need to jump out, like if you're going to die and you don't want to pay the rebuy, you just go ahead and jump on out, right? Like my rebuy is a whopping 360,000 credits, and I have 1.5 billion, so I can die a few times.
Yeah, I'm sitting at 1.1.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I have this thing completely engineered, so I should be okay.
I would think so.
Depending on which Thargoid we're going after.
Well, I think we'll start. Well, we'll see what we
true.
get. We'll see what we get, right? Like, I'm jumping to Super Cruise right now, so I'm just going to throttle down and wait for USS to pop up.
What zone are you on?
Everybody's got beacons on. I do, so... Well, shit. And I was navlocked to Gluttony, so of course I dropped right back in.
My bad.
Oh, it's not your fault. It's my fault.
That's called leapfrogging right there.
Yes, it is.
But yes, a little bit more on Thargoid lore, whatnot. The speculation is, according to Project Equinox, that was uncovered as one of the mega shifts out in the, well, definitely far, far out of the human bubble, that Thargoids never really left. After they got hit with mycoid, they kind of just went dormant in planets around us, around the human bubble. So all that time that Project Equinox, which was established as a monitoring project to keep an eye out for the Thargoids coming in from the outside, they were actually in the whole time. They're just resurfacing.
Laying in wait.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Hey, quick question. I've got 2 grouse cannons, and I got an AX multi-cannon, and a plasma charger, and a flax cannon. Do I need the flax larger, or is somebody else going to be handling the...
I certainly bring the flat. Okay, I've got a threat 6. I can wait, so take your time, guys. I would say bring that because I'm in an Eagle with 2 beam lasers and a Gauss cannon, and that's it.
Okay,
so,
I'll just bring what I got then.
Yeah,
okay.
bring that. I've got a threat 6 that I'm locked onto right now. Gluttony and I can go ahead and drop in, and then you guys can come join us as you hop in, if that works.
Yeah, I'm launching now.
Sound good to you, Gluttony?
I'm good.
Oh, well, wait, does anybody have a scanner? Do you have an AX scanner, Gluttony?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'm going to drop in right
do.
now. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, drop. Because I do not, obviously, have a scanner on this little thing.
I have a scanner and
we've got one.
neutralizer. Yeah. Well, I thought I had a scanner.
All right, we've got one. I've got one right in front of me. I think I'll wait and not open fire. How about that?
Yes, that would be a very smart choice.
All right, I'm leaving.
No.
You might want to back up a little bit so it doesn't get aggravated. Back up a little bit.
Yep.
Back
I'm
up.
doing that right now. I was in my third person camera as soon as you said that. And Gluttony, as we're doing this, why don't you not only direct the wing and talk through what we're doing, but why don't you tell the folks at home what we're doing and how to do this?
So, Thargoid interceptor combat. Few basic elements to grasp is that they regenerate health until you hit 20% of their health off, which in case will exert one of its many hearts. This one is the Basilisk variant, therefore it has 5 hearts. And once the heart is exerted, it will remain exerted for a short period of time. You need to use that time, target that specific exerted heart, which will flash red, and you can also sub-target it, and you need to nail it down with whatever weapon you have at your disposal that is AX related. Normal weapons will not do any damage. Torpedoes, seekers will fly off into the distance, which I can show in a bit what happens when you fire pack hounds.
The first time I fired pack hounds at one, I was like, what in the hell is going on?
And Thargoid's interceptors are also equipped with the weaponry known as Thargon Swarm. It's basically little titsy bits of very dangerous things that will just shoot at you and can turn 180 no problem anytime they want. And they will also suicide on you if you don't take them out fast enough. And after 8 minutes, if you don't take out a heart, the interceptor will continuously throw swarm at you nonstop. So your priority in a fight is take out the swarm, go after the interceptor, exert the heart, take out the heart, and then rinse and repeat until it dies. Until it has no more hearts left.
And with that,
and it also,
I'm about to open fire.
Go for it.
Shall we?
I'm going to throw some pack hound at it just for fun.
All right, you go right ahead.
And pack hounds away.
And watch what these do, everybody. See how they literally just went crazy off into distances? Do that one more time.
And here we go. Another time?
Yeah, do one more time.
Okay, let's see.
And see the pack hounds incoming, and they just bounce off of it. All right.
The same thing will happen with the swarm. So yeah, it's ill-advised to use this against the Thargoids. Even on the scouts, it's the same effect.
All right, are we engaging?
All right. You may engage whenever you feel like it.
Okay, I'm just about to.
Swarm should be your priority. Taking that out with the flak.
My priority right now is just staying away from the thing.
Swarm is missiling.
Who's the
Swarms are also
right now?
known to fly in a very particular pattern when it's above a Cyclops variant. They become more and more intelligent. It is known that the swarm is controlled via neural link, basically Thargoids are psychics.
And their weapons are also phasing, so they do damage through shields.
Yep.
Yep. We don't have a heart exerted yet.
I'm taking care of the swarm.
All right. Onion, you want to go at the Big Daddy with me?
Yes, sir.
Come here, baby. I didn't realize the plasma charger could be affected by weapon color.
Yes. All of them are affected by weapon color.
Wait, is green good?
Oh, it looks great. For a minute, I was like, what is he firing at the guy? That hurt. And so now we're trying to do enough damage to get one of the hearts exerted.
Damn it.
There goes my canopy. Almost.
Anyone remind them about the acid that they spit?
I lose my sensors already. Yep, lost my sensors already.
You should be close to dropping a heart.
I am back finally.
Come here, baby. Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't exerted a heart yet.
Are you guys battling one now?
Yep. And the only reason I'm firing my beam lasers at him right now is I have thermal vent on the beam lasers to help with the heat of this Gauss cannon.
Oh, I got a question for you. Does having more than one beam laser with thermal vent double the effect? Or
I've got.
I believe the effect stacks.
I believe it does too. I'm running 2 of them for that very reason.
Yeah, I've seen somebody with 3 and then like their canopy is frost over for like the entire battle.
Because you'll see just how much heat this Gauss cannon generates. It's crazy.
I apologize. I didn't realize how far this was out.
Oh, you're
are
good.
you still
That's
in
Are we not exerted
1183?
a heart yet?
We still
Nope.
haven't, I don't think.
We're doing great, guys.
Are you in 1183 still?
We are, yep.
Alright, I'm gonna see if I can find your signal source. What planet are you guys around?
We're right outside the station, pretty much.
Alright, I'll look for you.
I'm literally at 1% hull, so I'm just going to come in full suicide mode here so I can
Oh, dear.
respawn. There, we got
Exerted.
one.
Alright, so we got one.
And so
27%. 2%.
now, I'm just visually trying to hit that.
Should be gone.
I got it.
Yep, we sure did.
Good
Nice.
job, guys. All right.
And now, tell us about what's going to happen now, Gluttony.
It will put up a panic shield, which will decay over time, and then it will also go into lightning mode. So after one heart goes down, the interceptor goes into lightning mode, which flashes orange, and if you get closer than 750 meters, you're going to get fried. It's going to cut your engines and make one of your modules randomly malfunction. Usually your thrusters.
It's full reverse mode at this point.
Pretty much. Sometimes boost past as well.
I was about to say, I just boost past
like right
him.
now.
And that's what I generally try to do.
Oh, that's going to hit.
Ah, got me. Ah!
This is where, if you're doing wing combat, having regen beams can be a really good, nice wingmate thing to do.
And also, it will deploy a new swarm. That's another thing.
Well, the acid they spit.
Right now, we're thinking that the damage it deals is caustic, which is the superheated risen.
Can't believe I'm still alive here at 1% hull.
He is not happy with me.
Is there any way I can find you guys easier, or
Who is that that's asking?
Matt?
One of us can jump out and then drop back in. That will create a low wake.
That's what we have to.
I have to back away for a minute.
And Starkiller's not actually here in with us. Starkiller, where are you right now?
Three hours.
I'm dead. Okay. So let's see. How can we do this easily? You know what? I'm just about to come out from the base. I think it was Matt that was asking. So you can just follow me here in just a second.
All right, cool.
And then you can drop on my low wake. I won't change sips or anything. I'll just jump right back out.
I'll be looking for you.
Yep. I'm just about lifting off now.
Ryan McCall is asking, what effect do you have on your beam lasers?
On these, I've got efficient, for the heat, and then thermal vent. The idea being that the Gauss cannon generates so much heat that the thermal vent just is for me to dump as much heat as I can using that weapon. So I used gimbal because you only dump heat when you're actually damaging, when you're actually striking the target. So gimbaled was easier just to make sure I'm landing the shots more, up close.
And I'm blowing up.
Is that Onion that's blowing up?
Yeah, he's on me like white on rice.
He sure is. I see your hull right now.
Oh dear, it's missiling me.
I'm trying to boost away, but he keeps following me. Is he on somebody else now?
My sensor's dead.
I'm on my way, but I'm...
I see your wake.
Okay, great. I'm dropping on Gluttony right now.
Oh, wow, this is right there.
I'm done.
I'm rebooting and repairing.
Damn, I didn't. Okay. Well, I'm about to go engage him by myself then.
I'm right behind you.
He was pretty far from where I dropped.
There goes 30 million.
You spent it having fun, right?
Yeah, that's kind of what you do when you're doing Thargoid combat.
The first,
At least from the beginning.
The first night the Thargoids came out, I spent like 120 million.
Oh, it's so bad. You eventually learn to stay away from them. It's still painful. It doesn't matter how much money you have.
What's funny? I looked at my scanner and I saw a non-wing a non-wing commander was like, "Oh shit, who's here to kill us?" I'm so used to
have
PvP
NPCs in the instance.
I'm so used to PvP
that are
and
jumping
piracy,
out.
right? I'm just so used to PvP and piracy. Whenever I see another commander like that, I'm always assuming they're coming to kill me.
All right.
Simon Borgaus, Simon, just Simon. He doesn't have a last name. It's just Simon. He's asking, have you ever taken on a Cyclops in a Sidewinder by yourself and won?
No, I have not.
I don't know that it's really possible because there aren't any small AX weapons.
Yes, that is the only limitation. Otherwise, I would have tried it.
Right. That's why I think the Adder or the Imperial Eagle are the smallest things you can do it in.
Pretty much.
Which is honestly why I'm doing it in an Eagle right now. Because I figured I wanted to try it in hard mode. Now, next time I die, I'm going to go back and re-outfit my Chieftain and do it in my Chieftain.
Oh dear, it's looking at me.
I'm trying to re-engage it.
Do I need to do a full scan in order to get to see the hearts?
You do, yes.
If
since
you're not
in
in the wing, yes.
Yes, and you're never going to do that. How can we get him the data? If I unwing and then he wings with me, right?
Yeah, if you do multiple wing at that point, you can
Okay,
do
I
it.
just left the wing. Hold on a second, Viper, and I'll get you into my wing because I have the data.
Okay.
So hold on just a sec.
All right, I'm coming back out.
Roger that.
In the meanwhile, FA off drifting into the sunset like I always do because I have no skill.
Yeah, and
Have
he's
you ever
running
seen
from
the,
me right now too.
And this time, I swear to God, I'm not going to ram it.
Have you ever seen the video of the? I guess there were 2 wings there that would get up on a Thargoid and they would all shoot.
Oh, annihilate it. Yeah.
Yeah, the anti-Xeno missiles all at once.
Yeah, I think that was that mini killing them that did that.
I don't remember.
All right,
Where it's
Viper,
like
you
that-
should have the data now, right?
It's like insta
Yes,
kill.
I do.
Excellent. He's running like he's chasing you. He's running from me, basically.
Now, I'm sure as soon as I get in there, he'll just come after me.
Oh, I just shot him. I might have pissed him off. Oh, no, I didn't.
Hey, what I'm gonna do when I come in is I'm gonna put all my pips to systems.
Okay.
Try to take as much hits as I can.
So this is a good thing to talk about combat, boys and girls, with pip management. In short, for those that don't know, four pips in systems makes your shields 2.6 times stronger than no pips. So if you're in combat in a shield tank, it's a lot. Obviously, you always want full pips to shields. Right? If you're taking fire, you want pips to shields. Period.
Who's got the Corvette?
That'd be me.
Yeah.
Corvette work good for this sort of stuff?
Okay.
Yeah, except for when you get chased because you can't run away fast enough.
Yeah.
You're pretty much screwed if you start getting chased.
I actually really like the Type 10 for it because I just like the big, gigantic, big, fat, giant, gunboat, right?
Just floating around.
Pretty much.
All right, so we don't have a hard out or anything, right?
Not yet.
Nope, 80%.
All right, here we go. You ready?
78%.
Oh, what did I just get hit by?
It's healing.
Wait, where are you seeing that percent? Oh, I see it. Is that the shield we're trying to get down, or what is that?
No, that's his actual hull. I mean, heart.
Before the heart gets exposed, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
There we go. Exerted.
Is that a heart? All right, I'm gonna back off.
Yep.
He's gonna come after me.
You got it.
My canopy's about to break.
Time to do some sniping.
There you go.
Yeah, same here.
What, sniping with like a Gauss cannon? Or?
Yep.
You don't really have to lead up with at all with your Gauss.
75% heart.
Do you really have to lead it all, or can you just kind of point
No,
and click?
it's like a rail gun, right? So you have to time it just right.
Right.
Yep.
There's definitely
It's a
some skill
skill-based
to it.
weapon, and I think it's enraged at this point.
It's nominal again.
You might want to deal with that swarm before it gets out of hand.
I can do that. I've got the.
My sensor went out of commission again.
Is somebody on the swarm?
Hey, I'm on the swarm.
It's chasing Fang.
I'm on it.
It's okay. I am just drifting into the sunset like I always do.
The swarm is outrunning me.
Yeah, Swarm's top speed is pretty insane. 550, I think.
I'm not sure where they're going, but I am no way catching up to them. Oh, they just turned around.
Yeah, they eventually, when it gains enough distance, it comes back. It's like a telepresence link, almost.
All right,
if you
I'm
think about
down.
it.
I'm going to switch to my chieftain.
Ah, shit, he's on me.
I'm gonna wait for you outside the base so I can follow you to the point.
Ah.
I'll also bring a real ship.
Am I the only one in system right now?
Oh.
Or the only one here now?
No, Gluttony's there, right?
I'm jumping out.
So then that's a yes. And if you want to leave, you go right ahead. again, no, like I'm certainly not going to get upset with somebody for not wanting to spend 30 million.
If I can keep him, well, I actually might have already lost him.
I just died too.
I see that.
When there's no target within 8 km range, they start to boot up their wormhole.
Oh, yeah, I see him. All right, let's reverse.
Is there a time limit on them before they just get completely pissed at you?
There's a time limit before they enrage, which means they will throw swarm non-stop at you, and they all commit suicide on you.
Yeah, I just went through them. Oh god.
By the way, I have a shard cannon with me. Gluttony, what's that best for? I'm assuming the swarm.
Shard cannon is actually not for swarm. The only thing effective against swarm is still the flak. Okay. Shard cannon is most effective for taking down shields when it puts.
So I've got a shard cannon. Should I go ahead and bring it?
You can, but you need to be very close for it to be effective.
Okay. Well, I'm in my full PvP combat chieftain, so this is one of the strongest ships I've got.
What would be better for Thargoid, a vulture or chieftain?
Chieftain. More heart points that's available means better.
And more hull. The problem is with the vulture, it's pretty much just a shield tank. Where the chieftain, you can do a very good bi-weave build, bi-weave hull tank build, and you've really got to have the hull underneath it because of their phasing.
Okay.
And that's, if you think about it from a lore perspective, that's what the chieftain was designed for.
All right, I'm trying to stay with this thing. Is somebody coming back?
Well, here's the problem. So we're going to need to get re-winged up. Let's see. How are we going to do this? Viper, have you jumped yet? You haven't, right?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so I'm going to leave our wing so I can re-wing with them, and then we'll do that little dance again.
Okay.
Somebody needs to get these.
I'm on my way. I'm coming as fast as I can.
Because I'm down to 89% with no shields.
Okay.
There we go.
Would it be an idea to have somebody else on the outside being able to just pot you guys up with some repair limpets?
Repair limpets are more effective on ships that have less pure hull and more resistance.
Onion, send me an invite.
All right. Yeah, the next time we want to do this, let me know, and I'll put my hill beams on.
These things just eat hulls. Wouldn't it be a good idea to have some repair limpets available to just toss them at you?
It's not a bad idea, but the problem is if you take any damage while you're being healed...
Not let me invite you to my wing.
I'm already in it. Onion, do you have your beacon on?
Yeah.
It's not on. You should switch it on.
It's not on.
Oh, God.
We're all looking...
Everything just went bad.
Everything just went bad.
It says wing on.
Go to beacon, go to wing and set it to or turn it off and turn it back on.
Yeah, turn it off and turn it back on again, please.
Oh, this is so bad.
Because we promise we don't see it.
The faster we get in it, the easier we will help.
We're sitting out here waiting.
I seriously... I turned it off and turned it back on. Wing on.
So over on the right, under functions, you've got beacon set to wing.
Oh, shit. Good, we're good. All right, go.
There we go. Okay.
That makes more sense.
Now we see it.
Sorry, I was getting.
That's okay. That's okay. Hey, this is technically tutorial, Tuesday. So the whole point is to teach,
away
right?
From this thing right now.
All right, time to get serious.
Yeah. Well. Ah, damn it.
I'm in.
He just annihilated me.
Someone take care of the swarm. I need to get rid of the enrage mode.
I'm on him.
I got the swarm.
I'm going to unwing so we can get Viper in.
I'm in.
Oh, you are in. Okay. Well, I just left wing anyway. So
all right, guys, I'm out.
Somebody.
I'm out.
Okay, go. When you can, invite me to wing. Onion, since you're not here anymore.
Right.
Gotcha.
Got the heart.
Oh, man. Where does that leave? All right, I'm going to go back and repair. I'll be right back.
He's got his shields up.
Yep. Kill that swarm. It won't spawn another one until... it will spawn another one, but it won't spawn infinite anymore.
Apparently, I'm out of ammo for it. Even
Cost?
remote flak.
Okay, where is the swarm?
Can you synthesize some?
I'm looking. What would that be under?
It's under synthesis AX.
Yeah, under synthesis.
AX, yeah. It's towards the bottom.
I see it.
Okay, I'm on him.
I'm going for it.
AX flash munition.
I assume this flat cannon or this shard cannon is like other frag cannons. You want to use it nice and close.
Yep. I got the swarm.
See, the problem with this too is you get too spread out, like where basically you don't have enough people in.
Yeah.
In the instance at a time because you start getting spread out.
Swarm is down. New swarm.
Roger.
Taking them out when they spawn is the easiest. Keep that straight line.
He's on me.
Swarm is down.
You know, in all honesty, you could do a support ship with recon limpets and hill beams.
I put up a shield.
Yep. Come here, baby.
Another effective way of getting rid of shield is by just ramming.
Yeah.
It's kind of productive, though. I think.
It didn't work for me last time.
Oh, we got.
God.
He's let another swarm out.
Come on, shit. Has anybody ever experienced when you land at the station, your shields don't regenerate instantly?
Depending on how much shield you have.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I've got prismatics.
That's why.
Yeah, that's why.
With the deep charge.
That's why. Shit, I just lost my canopy. That's gonna make this hard.
Yes, especially with Gauss.
Okay, I've got one more ring to go and I'm heading back out.
No, I've got the shard, so it's not impossible. I'm just going balls out with him.
The balls out, you mean ramming speed, of course.
Pretty much, yeah, exactly.
All right, I'm launching. I'm heading back your way.
Man, these are a lot harder than a Cyclops, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yes, the difficulty jump between the Cyclops and the Basilisk is big.
And then the Medusa is the top daddy, right?
Yep, for now.
Yeah. The Medusa is better with 2 wings, isn't it?
Well, you can always solo it, but yes.
Has the Medusa been soloed?
Yeah, many times.
With what?
Cutter, FDL, FAS.
Really, an FDL, huh?
Yeah.
Well, the thing about the FDL is you've got the speed to get around it.
I think even a courier with 30% synthesis damage.
Wow.
It really depends on how you build your ship and how much you know how to fight them.
I'm about dead.
How many hearts have we exerted?
We've killed 2.
We've killed 2, okay.
Exerted?
That's it.
So we've got, what, 2 more to
We
go?
got 1 exerted and it's at 50%. Aha, we got 2 going.
Got 1.
2 left.
Hey, Gluttony.
All right, I'm getting ready to drop back in. Man, this one's really close.
Yeah, we almost screwed up.
All right, I'm here.
Gonna make myself some heat sinks.
I've been on life support for a while now.
Might want to go get that fixed.
He's getting ready to pay attention to me.
When I die.
Swarm.
I got the swarm. Or at least I'll try.
And Gluttony, tell us when, if ever, you should be using AX or human weapons.
When the shields are, when his panic shield is up, her panic shields.
And I'm dead.
Bye.
Alright. Let me respawn quickly.
Alright, swarm is down.
Hey, need to take down a storm.
Exerted.
I just wonder why my AX multi-cannon never works.
Can I get a wing invite from someone who's got a free slot? Thank you.
Yep.
And I assume you have your beacon on?
Ramming.
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Yeah,
There you go.
Thank you.
Who's in the Fer-de-Lance?
The crazy person.
Oh, Fang. All right, nice.
Oh, you brought an FDL as well, Fang?
Or-
Nice.
Yes.
I like it.
What is your favorite ship to fight him in, Fang?
FDO.
What would you say is the best ship for a... Or do you think there's a ship an unengineered pilot can use?
Then you definitely want to go with durability instead of maneuverability. Probably the Conda is your normal pick.
Okay.
To get into, like, get your feet wet. Oh, there's lightning.
Are his shields up? Oh, we don't have the scan data.
No, I don't.
Shit. Okay, so let's leave this wing, and then we'll jump in wing with them. We can still visually target the heart when it's targetable.
Yep.
So hold on a second, and one of us can get in that wing, and then leave it, and then join us together.
Right.
All right, can I have a wing invite from one of you other gentlemen real fast?
Swarm is down.
Thank you, sir. All right, and now I'm going to leave the wing. Okay, hold on a second here.
Exerted. Oh dear. Alright.
Hard exerted.
25%. Let's see. I got it.
Nice.
It's gonna EMP.
Who's got the neutralizer? Anybody?
I do.
Who is that? Gluttony? Gluttony saying
Gluttony, yes. Surge is coming.
I don't have
Blocking
the
it.
fire.
I got zapped.
Ah!
I'm good.
No, I survived it. I was close enough to somebody. Gluttony,
Yeah, I blocked
It
it.
was
do you
me.
want
you were close enough to me.
Do you want to explain Gluttony to the boys and girls how that works?
Right, so what just happened was a shutdown field. They do it when they have roughly, like, usually 2 hearts left. But yeah, usually it's on the 3rd heart that you take down, they use the EMP, but it depends on what variant it is. So if you don't block it, your ship is gonna, oh, I have 2% hope. your ship is gonna... your ship is going to be shut down and you're not going to be able to pretty much do anything but sit there and get beat on. So you want to charge the neutralizer, but it drains your system rapidly, so you don't want to just hold it, start using it very early on. You want to use it just as the Thargoid releases the pulse.
That's where I just messed up. I didn't have any pips to system.
Yep, that's one of the things
Jesus.
that bi-weave
And-
pilots need to watch out for, is if your system is empty, you're kind of screwed. In that kind of situation, just boost in a random direction and throw your flight assist off and just drift.
And am I right that it's similar to an EMP or an ECM, right?
Yes.
Yes, but unlike ECM, which disperses once it reaches maximum range, the shutdown pulse, it holds at the maximum range and it drains your system rapidly. It's only effective as long as it's held down. So that's another one.
I got zapped that time.
Oh, that was cheap.
He is mad at me.
Yeah, usually they do not use more than one, but yeah, that was odd.
Yeah.
I just see this chieftain in front of me that's just sitting put right with me here.
I
that's
just
either me or
nailed him 6 times in a row, and he got mad.
Oh, there's 2 chieftains in front of me.
Yep.
Oh boy.
I'm the one that's getting it from the swarm. Who's in the Faz?
Yeah, I just got hit too.
I'm the one getting shot in the face right now.
Oh, are we good? Nope, no.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Who's
come
in
on,
the?
go,
Is
go,
that a Faz or
Oh,
a
there we
drop
go.
ship?
I'm in the gunship.
Okay. Does anybody need a wing invite? Does everybody have the data?
I do not have the data I need.
Okay, that's Matt. I'm hearing right.
Yes.
Okay. I sent you a wing request. Do you see it?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, swarms at 33.
It disappeared on me.
Okay.
All
Hold
right,
on.
All right, I'm coming back around and do another shot.
Ugh.
All right, here we go.
I didn't get that invite.
There you go. Sorry. There you go.
There we go.
He was right in my face. So.
Yeah.
So does that help running him?
Not loving the shard cannon, I gotta say.
X.
Yeah,
There
they
goes
take
my
very
canopy.
little from the distributor and they generate very little heat. So
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
they're
All right, y'all
optimal
ready?
for a
Hard
stealth build
converted.
against Thargoids.
All right. Lost my canopy again. Ah, the
Hard
chieftain
deserted.
in his canopy.
So X, ramming it, does it actually help?
Does what help?
Ramming it.
I'm not understanding you. Banning it?
Ramming it.
Oh, I don't really know. I was just kind of being ape mode.
Oh god, I put up a shield.
Yeah.
Anybody on the
I got the
This
heart
one-
to 50% though.
Oh, I'm about to die.
That's EMP.
I'm down to go. Ah, damn.
I'm down.
Got me.
I was too close.
Oh,
Damn it. He should
Yeah,
be
I used
dead.
it 3 times now. It's really not happy.
Yeah, it does not like me at all.
Oh yeah, it's all
It is-
over you, Onion, isn't it?
It's kicking my ass.
I'm
right
watching.
I'm going to draw its attention.
As
now.
is the
Yeah,
swarm.
please. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna get so expensive.
Okay, the swarm's on me now, at least.
Okay.
Yeah, the interceptor's on me.
Something just blew up and hit me.
That's the Thargon swarm. So at
Okay.
a certain stage, they will turn into missiles and kamikaze you, and
Okay,
they do a lot of damage.
I'm still at 86%, so I'm good. I got 1 shield, so we're good. All right, let's do this.
Costing us a
I
bunch
would
to
be
kill
a lot
this
more
one little
bold, but I
fucker, isn't
have
it?
like 1% HP right now. Just saying.
Hey, is
Alright,
the
I'm-
heart still exerted?
No.
Damn
You
it.
need to re-exert it. It put up a shield in the middle of the.
Oh, it does have a shield up right now, doesn't it?
Yeah, take that
All
down
right,
first.
I'm gonna get rid of the shield.
So yeah, conventional weapons in the Thargoid fight is used for taking down the temporary shield.
Yeah. Do you have an AX fighter with you, Onion, in that thing?
No, I got rid of it because I didn't have a pilot. Now I really regret not having one. Oh,
Hey,
who
X,
just
can you
rammed
turn
that
on
guy?
Me.
Good job.
That was me.
X, can you turn on your wing beacon so I can drop back in?
There you go. Sorry.
All right, it's exerted.
Sweet.
All right,
Come here, you little bastard.
grouse cannon.
I heard somebody charging their plasma charger.
That was me.
That was actually pretty sweet that I could actually hear it because my canopy's gone, right? So
Yeah, I flew like right past you.
my shard cannon's damaged. Damn it.
The heart is at 29% though.
He got his shields up. He's got a swarm out.
Oh,
He's BMP again.
Damn it!
I was just charging it.
Why is the EMPing so much is my question.
Probably because we're taking too long.
It's because the onion is here.
He's peeling all your layers, huh, buddy?
Yeah, there's just too many layers to peel back. If I survive this one, will be a miracle.
I'm pretty weak myself, and he is all over me right now.
That doesn't make me feel bad though. At 30 million.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Just
All right, here we go.
Okay, here I'm gonna respawn again. You
But yes, Thargoid combat in the wing.
You guys can't kill him until I'm there because I'm the one that's gonna kill him on stream for everybody. So you know, all the viewers are gonna miss out. So don't kill him yet.
Magic, turn on your beacon. So every time after EMP, no matter if you block it or you get hit by it, your wing beacon will go. Get
Interesting. That's a good thing to know.
I did not know that. Beacon is on.
I didn't either.
Yeah, we had that issue a while back, X. I remember that.
All right. We're waiting on.
I'm on my way as fast as I can. Viper, you got your wing on? Yeah, I see.
Yep, I do.
Because it's gonna take one more volley and he's done.
Coming as fast as I can.
Okay.
Jumping now.
Does anybody have him on
10
radar?
seconds.
Yeah, I do.
All right, I have the swarm. On
Here
radar.
I am. Here I am.
Okay, all right, so we're good.
Okay, yep.
You need to get a hit on it to get credit.
Oh, I don't care about that, but.
And by the way, we're not done yet.
Well,
he still has one more heart.
All right, well, it's getting ready to be up as soon as I get close enough to him. It's only taking me 3 hits to get it open.
Watch out for the swarm. All right, shields are down. I'm just gonna take care of the swarm at this point.
Okay.
Why aren't my
swarm is down?
My AX weapons up? There they go.
Oh, come on.
Whoops, swarm's on me.
All right, should be up.
Yep.
Ooh.
Wait, I got a bounty. What?
Did you accidentally hit one of us?
Somebody has crimes against on.
Oh dear.
Oh, they just pulled a Metsis.
It's not me.
That might have been me.
Who's flying the FAS?
Yeah.
All right, well let's go ahead and finish this.
Newbie mistake. Oh, I almost had him. I was hoping I was going to kill him right then.
After taking out the last heart, it cannot regenerate anymore, but you still need to kill it, like actually kill it.
I can't get.
I just lost my canopy again.
Alright, swarm is down.
I got him.
Alright.
17.
How about you die? Got it.
There he is. It's good. Away,
there he goes.
away.
There he goes. There he goes.
Kill it. Kill it. Kill it.
Everybody, yeah.
Oh, he put up a shield.
Oh, you bastard.
Time to ram it.
Anybody remember the last Starfighter? Ramming speed.
I think that was a mess.
The Death Rose.
The Death Blossom.
He's still in. Let me
Death
ram.
Blossom, that's what it was.
Death Blossom. Oh, I loved that movie when I was a kid. Have we got all the hearts at this point? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Just kill it.
Yeah, we just need to do something with it.
Alright, shields down. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Oh,
Shields
come
up again.
on.
Oh man, what the hell?
All right, I'm
Get
coming in.
off.
I'm coming in for the ram.
Its shields are down.
Yeah, shields are down.
He won't let me get near him. He's running from me.
Death Blossom is such a good appetizer.
God, the cannons aren't even doing it.
Swarm.
I've almost got him.
Yeah, Exaegis, were you keeping track of deaths? How many times you died?
Yeah, shut up. Oh, my game just fucking froze. Oh. He's at 1%. Oh. There we go. We got him. We got him. We got him. We got him. We got him.
Full reverse.
Of course, because my audio's screwed up, I don't get the good audio. Oh, look out. Get out of the cloud.
Yeah, the cloud that expands is going to kill you very badly.
Oops.
But yeah, after every interceptor kill, a Thargoid heart will drop in the middle of the explosion. So far, we still don't know what it's used for, and people have tried to use it in the Thargoid base, but it elicited no response. So yeah.
It's worth a million credits, right?
It's the weapons part.
The weapons part are materials that you can use to synthesize your AX weapons and make them stronger.
Oh, interesting. Now, how do you get the heart? Is the pretty much the only way to get the heart is to use a collector?
No, the caustic cloud will expand to about 3.7 kilometers in radius, and then it will fade after that.
And so you just wait, and then you can go in and get it.
So the heart will be still at about 50% integrity when the cloud dissipates.
All right. And the heart's worth a million credits, right?
No, the heart is actually very little.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Its market cost, price, at least from the last time I checked.
I would like the weapons parts if anybody is.
Anybody's welcome to them. I could care less.
Do you need a resistant cargo rack for that?
No, those are materials. The only thing that you need a resistance cargo rack is the Thargoid heart, which is an actual cargo.
Okay.
So now that we fought the second tier Thargoid, we should go for the third tier, right?
Oh boy.
I'm up for that. But yeah, I am definitely wanted, or I've got a bounty or something. I've got something pissed off at Ark's faith from me right now.
I accidentally shot you with my Rouse can or my.
So the nearest interstellar factor is actually in Maya. Obsidian Orbital, I believe, is a interstellar factor where you can pay off your bounty.
I'm not wanted though, but when I look at Ark's faith, it shows me that I've got. Oh God damn it! It shows me that I've got. Like it shows the little criminal sign next to it.
I definitely came in here way too early. I got caustic damage.
Run your heat to 180%. Isn't that it, Gluttony?
Yes, keep it as high as you can, and then it will tell you that caustic substance removed, and then cool yourself down.
You'll do module damage, but
by using silent running and then use gauss cannon, that will heat your ship up to tomorrow.
Yeah. Instantly.
So the theory behind that the Guardian weapons are very heat inefficient are either that Guardians as a species were more heat tolerant than us, or that their technology is still at a prototype stage at this point, therefore it's not as efficient as it should be. But they did, in lore, use electromagnetic propulsion a lot more than we did because they are very environmental conscientious. They were very shaman-like. They were very one with the nature. They don't use fossil fuel or things like that they consider that a sacrilege against nature. So their technology and their development was very different from us, and not to mention that spacecraft, in terms of war purposes spacecraft, they're very much behind us in that technology.
But they're better people than we are.
Well, they did get annihilated by their own AI, so I don't know.
Well, when it comes to saving the environment, they're better than us.
Yes, they are very much better than us.
All right, let me see if I've got
are we all going back to Ark's Faith right now?
Yeah, I'm just going to go pay off the bounty at Obsidian Orbital.
Okay, by the way, I just have a
turn.
Yeah, fortunately, I just have a fine, so I'm good.
FAS, please turn off your.
I did.
Thank you.
All right.
Should I swap out one of my hull reinforcements for a fighter bay?
Fighter bay is good for distraction if you want to get out of dodge.
Yeah, the fighter bay would be good for. I've always found with the bigger ships, the fighter bay is good. With the lower ships, though, aren't you better off with hull reinforcement?
Yes and no. If you're soloing, you can probably use the fighter to distract somewhat. If you're in a wing fight, it's better off if you just have more hull reinforcement, because first, the Thargoid becomes more lethal when you're fighting in a wing, and second, you kind of will make the Thargoid jump all over the place in its maneuvering and make it hard for the heart to be taken down if it's trying to catch the fighter.
Right.
Same thing with the swarm. If they chase after the fighter, it's going to take years to get a good shot on them.
I thought I saw a video where they're saying the fighters are good for just going after the swarm to keep them off you a little bit.
At the beginning, yes.
Yeah.
But that's more for solo purposes, because in a wing fight, that really doesn't do much. But yes, Swarm is known to target fighters first above everything else.
And so also, you are slower with your fighter out because your bay's down.
I don't think it affects your speed if you have a fighter out.
I thought it was like kind of like having a cargo scoop out.
No,
No,
it just launches.
It launches it and it closes. It's like a remote control. Wow, it is telepresence.
Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, guys. I'm glad I didn't blow up though. I was close at 2% left.
One thing since we've done that, guys, and it's getting a little on the late side for me. I'm not only going to be on here for another 30 minutes to an hour or something like that. If you guys want to do another Thargoid, you could probably twist my arm into it. But one of the things that I usually try to do at the end of the stream, again, it kind of depends on who wants to do what, is do some CQC. That's what we've usually done, and if we've got enough, which I think we certainly do, to do even if we've got 6, we can do capture the flag. If you guys haven't done that, it's a ton of fun. It's not going to cost you a rebuy, obviously, right? And it's much quicker paced action, right? So, what do you guys think? I would certainly vote for CQC. Let me put it that way.
I'm down. I've never done it, so.
Perfect.
If you've never done it, then I would definitely twist your arm into it. Gluttony, Matt, would you guys be up for CQC?
I have not done capture the flag, so I'm down.
Okay, all right. So,
I am the guest here, so whatever you want. Treat me
so that will give us 6 because Alpha, unfortunately, as he puts in his name for us, since he's PS4, he can't join us. I'll throw it out there really quick. If anybody in Discord or anybody on stream listening would like to come join us, please either jump in Discord. Obviously don't have to jump in Discord, but it would make comms a little easier because here in a second we'll split into 2 different wings. And Morgan, absolutely, you can join us. The links for the Discord should be down in the description. So please, as I said, join us in Discord. Again, you don't have to, but it sure makes it a lot easier. And why don't we jump to CQC, gentlemen?
Yeah, let me log out of your group. I'm going to hook up my VR, and then I'll join your private group again.
Okay, well, we don't, for CQC, there's kind of no such thing as private group. All we have to do is just join. Like the way we've done it, the best to make sure we all get together is just all kind of search for the same game at the same time. And as we know, unfortunately, since nobody plays CQC, it's usually pretty easy if you bring, 7 or 8 of us, right, to do that.
I'm gonna restart Elite here because I'm getting bad frame rate.
I actually have some VR questions for you when you get a chance.
All right, go for it. Shoot.
So I run I've got an LG, the big 32-inch curved screen.
Okay.
And then I have an LG 22-inch just flat.
Okay.
Wide. But when I hook my, I've got a Cyber Power. When I hook up my Oculus to it, all my screens go black and the Oculus doesn't work. You got anything to do with that? You know anything about that?
Off the top of my head, no. What video card do you have?
It's the 1080.
Okay, and so you've got the Oculus connected HDMI, and your 2 LG displays are connected DisplayPort, right?
Correct.
That should be all there is to it. Now, does the Oculus work in other games?
Well, no. The problem is once you plug the Oculus in and you go into it, like download it and do all the stuff, but once you put the headset on and you try to go into it, it just everything goes black.
All right. So, okay. Is it just the one video card?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that solves one problem.
Yeah, I was gonna say because that's exactly how
too
mine.
much juice?
No, I mean I run 3 monitors plugged in DisplayPort, and then my Oculus is plugged in HDMI, right? So arguably, I'm taxing my card higher than you're taxing yours.
Yeah.
I tell you what. Well, let me think real quick. I mean, we certainly, can take this offline, Onion, and I can give you help, tomorrow.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure we can work it out. Let's put it that way, right? But you're saying that in general, if you plug in the Rift, your monitors go blank, regardless of Elite.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what you're running. As soon as I plug it in and I boot it up, everything goes black.
And when you say by boot it up, you mean like launch Oculus Home?
Correct. As soon as you launch Oculus.
Yeah. Okay. So the things that I would try, the first thing that comes to mind is I assume you're probably running the latest display driver, the latest NVIDIA driver.
Yes.
Okay, that actually might be part of the problem, right? So we might need to do some Googling. I'm actually running a slightly older driver, mainly because I've heard of people having trouble with the newer drivers. Now, the last time I heard that was a month ago at least, right? So I don't know that the current driver has problems, but I'm in a it ain't broke, so I'm not going to fix it mode. Right. So it could be that. And are you running Oculus beta or are you running the current Oculus production?
Production.
I would maybe try the Oculus Beta 2.0. Not only is it a lot cooler, but that's what I'm running, and I've had no problems with it. So I would maybe, because that's easiest to try, I would maybe try that next. So with the headset unplugged, launch Oculus Home, go into, it's very easy. I can't remember where it is exactly. I can probably find it really quickly. I think it's under just like settings, settings beta, and then there's a little thing there to turn on the public test channel. Right? Okay. And then turn on Rift Core 2.0 beta. I would turn those two things on. If you go into devices without your headset plugged in, is it seeing your cameras and your controllers?
Yeah, I can actually go through the whole setup of the thing.
Okay.
Because I actually have 2 sensors on each side of my screen.
Yep.
And I've had this thing work before, but as soon as I added the second monitor, for some reason, it just went to shit.
And is it when you added the second monitor? Is it the widescreen? Are they both 16:9 monitors, or did I hear one's probably 21:9?
No, they're both the ultra wides.
Okay. And if you have one of the ultra wides working, the headset does work. But if you have both ultra wides plugged in, the headset doesn't work.
Correct.
Then I would, from that information, I would start doing some very specific, Google searching on it. Go to the Oculus subreddit and start searching and posting. Maybe that's got something to do with it because I'm running 3 16:9s, right? Maybe it's something with dual 21:9s.
Yeah, because I've heard that when you run the ultra wides, it's almost like you've got 4 monitors at that point because you're running so much.
Kind of, but I would. It would surprise.
I do have another card here though that I'm thinking about just putting in and just calling it good.
I think that, if anything, I would be worried that would further complicate it. To be perfectly honest,
okay.
I mean, I don't know for certain, but I would be going for simpler, not more complex. So I think if it were me at this point, I'd be posting in the subreddit or in the forums. Exactly what your setup is. If you have 1 monitor plugged in, your headset, you're good to go. 2 monitors, your headset, you're not. And yeah, maybe it does have something to do with 2 ultra wides, right? Because I've not come across that setup.
All right, well, I will definitely look into it and maybe hit you up a little later date for this.
Yeah.
Not now, but I'll definitely keep everybody in touch with what's going on with that.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go. I jumped out of VR while we were all chatting. I'm going to go ahead and go back into VR for CQC. And is everybody getting to the main CQC menu where you choose the type that we want to play?
That's right there.
Okay, that's
where I'm capture the flag.
Almost there. I'm having some controller issues, I think.
So don't actually select capture the flag yet. We all want to be on the screen where you can select deathmatch, team deathmatch, or capture the flag.
Mm-hmm.
And then once Metsis is ready to go, we'll all hit capture the flag at the same time. Bless you.
All right, 1 second.
Thank you.
And Soul was saying, "Oh, hey, Morgan. Okay, great. Soul, can you speak, Soul? I see that you're in channel now. Okay, we see you lighting up, Soul, but we're not hearing anything.
Mute button.
Yeah, I don't know if you've got a mic muted problem. It seems like
earlier.
it seems like you're maybe doing push to talk and it's lighting up, but your mic is not grabbing. So does that mean we've got 7 then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we'll have 7. So 2 to 2. And most of us, Lufkin, most of us are PC. There's one member of our group at the moment that is console. And Hood, absolutely, you can come in, please. Given that you donated tonight, absolutely, you're more welcome than anybody, as far as I'm concerned. So yes, please, if you can join us in voice, that's great. If you can't, at the moment, I'm watching the live stream text channel, so just shout in there if you don't have the ability to do voice, and whatever team you get in, just listen and we'll give you commands. Because what we'll do in a second here, guys, is we'll have the other team jump up into channel 1, and my team will stay in live stream, and we'll just kind of see how it splits our teams for us.
Cool.
Cool.
Soulstorm, did I hear you say something? Oh, nope, not yet. Okay, we see you going live, but we're still not hearing you, buddy.
Magic Onion's going to go
okay,
make another
and
drink.
Soulstorm can't do voice. No problem, buddy. We'll just, again, whoever team you're on, we'll just give you, kind of just, we'll try to tell you what to do, so to speak, to coordinate. And Hood Gunner's in now. Okay, great. He's muted, though, so we'll see if he can chat or not. All right, Hood Gunner, have you got voice as well?
That looks like a negative to me.
It sounds like it, maybe. Hood Gunner, if you're not going to have voice and can't speak, go ahead and type in the live stream text channel for us and just let us know. Yeah, Lufkin, for you guys that know, you can do a one-time account transfer of your Elite account from PC to console or console to PC. Apparently, it's because somebody showed me an email from support recently, apparently now they can only transfer your credits. So you lose all of your rank and all of your unlocks and stuff, which I swear I've had people tell me that they've done it and converted everything. So I would open a support ticket and find out. I know you can at least transfer your credits minimum. So maybe you could do everything, but you at least don't have to give up your credits.
I originally started playing on Xbox, and when I switched over to PC, I switched everything over. This was 2 years ago.
Okay, and did it bring your ships and everything?
It brought everything at that point, but I think now that they've had so many, now they open up to PS4 and all that stuff, I don't think they're doing that anymore.
And Sugus is saying in chat that he did that already from PS4 to PC. And did you lose everything but your credits, Sug, or did you get everything when you came over? And Hood Gunner, by the way, I see he said 1 minute, so we'll give one more second here. Just quickly, a shout out to everybody in live stream, or everybody for CQC. Is anybody not ready to go? Gluttony's going to hit the bathroom real quick. That's great. You know what? Actually, I'm going to do the exact same thing. Well, if we're going to do a quick bathroom break.
I'm definitely good with that.
My cousin was from
take a minute or
Xbox
two.
over. He had everything a month ago.
Oh, I hear somebody, but very, very quiet. Okay, so stream, I'm going to put up Be Right Back real quick and go mute for just a second, and I'll be back.
ago or so, and he had everything. So maybe they're just behind.
Interesting. Well, and
maybe
Sug, he
they're
says,
behind or
also
something.
lose any rep and any material. So, Sug, there's a few people here in Discord confirming that they've had friends or people that have recently transferred everything. So, I think it's a real bitch that support is not doing that anymore, because I was sure that was the case, but I've now had at least 2 people tell me that they couldn't get everything put over, right?
That sucks. Just like
Because was a reading about VR for PS4. They said they were not able to do that at all. Transfer account. Then again, I don't know how old the post was. Like I said, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I mean, again, apparently it's some new policy, which kind of sucks, because usually I praise Frontier support to the heavens. They're usually really, really fantastic, right?
it could be a licensing thing too with Sony or something. Who knows?
Maybe it's a PS4 thing though. Maybe it's something with that's surprising me, because all the account is on the back end, right?
Yeah,
and by the way,
I think some of the data might be different, just stored differently, so
maybe.
it's not like a transfer.
Maybe.
Which would be surprising, because usually PlayStation is more friendlier moving stuff over. Xbox has always been the one that's been little bitches about cross-platforming or transfer.
No, actually, it's usually It's Sony that has not allowed cross-platform play between things. Like Microsoft's had it for Minecraft forever, and Sony won't allow it. Did I hear that they just got full cross-platform working with Fortnite?
Yes,
they did.
I thought I heard that.
Sweet.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. So quickly back to game. Is anybody not ready? Let's do a quick roll call. Vadrin, am I saying that right?
Are you guys going into CQC now?
We are.
Yep.
We are. Would you like to join us?
Yeah, let me just finish this planetary scan and I will flip over.
So that's 1, Metsis is 2, Soulstorm's 3, I'm 4, Fang is 5, Hood is 6, 7. Onion and Matt, are you guys both playing too?
Oh yeah.
Good.
Oh, because that's
Onion.
8. Okay, so that's 9. Onion, you're going to join, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Kavadrin, am I saying that right? Kavaden?
Kavaden, yeah.
Okay, so Kavaden, we've got 8 already, unfortunately, for Capture the Flag. So hang out for a little bit, maybe, and we'll have people drop in and out.
Well, what I can do, since I'm like a super, super, super regular, I can set this one out. So we can let
but Metsis, dude, you like, the whole reason you were coming tonight was for CQC. It's up to you, but
I'll sit this one out.
Go do it. I will watch the Twitch stream for the first one. And
okay, so yeah, so
somebody
Kavadrin,
will
and plus
finish.
you're not yet in CQC, Matt, ready to
Exactly.
hit go. Yeah, okay,
okay.
okay,
All right.
okay. So then let's go.
I am in.
Is anybody not ready to hit Capture the Flag? Soulstone and Hood, I know you guys can't speak, but just type to us right now if you're not ready to go.
Actually, this is Soulstorm, and I'm
Hey,
ready.
there we go. Okay, perfect. And Soulstorm, if you suck at combat, it doesn't matter. That's why we're doing this, because it's just fun, right? Okay, so I'm going to assume that Hood is good to go, since he's not...
And you get CQC experience whether or not you get kills, right?
That's right. Well, kills help, right? They rank you faster, but yes, you do absolutely get experience for it, right?
I'm officially rank 1.
There you go.
I'm ranked 33. I've done it a little bit. Okay, so if everybody's ready to hit Capture Flag, I'm going to do 3, 2, 1 and click. So 3, 2, 1, go. And everybody should see searching for match. And then, like I said, once it assigns our teams, whoever's on my team is going to stay here. Whoever's in the other team, y'all head up to channel 1 and coordinate the way in case we get teams that don't know how to play Capture the Flag. It's simple. You'll see a thing on your HUD telling you where the flag is to go get it, where the flag is to deliver it, where the enemy is with the flag to kill, and you can't score unless your flag is returned. Right? Yep. So you have to take their flag and touch your flag with their flag to score. And 3 points wins the match.
And whoever rams X the most wins the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody try to kill me.
And if you catch the golden Thargoid, then you get 100 points. Then you win instantly. Because that makes sense.
Thargoid
Is that kind of like the snitch?
Yep. The golden snitch.
You know, so Lufkin's asking what we suggest: big, slow battleships or little speed demons? Because so the Sidewinder and the Eagle tend to be like shit tons of shields. It can be, you know, they're slow and clunky, but they're powerful, right? Where I'm in the Imperial Fighter, which is much, much more maneuverable. I personally like faster than not, right? And it looks like we've only got 7. It looks like we don't have Hood Gunner. Looks like we lost him from Discord as well. Kavadron, if you can get in here fast, man, you've got like 1 second, so you're not going to Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm
it
not
looks
gonna make
like Metsis, Magic, and Gluttony. You guys will be team 2. So head up to channel 1, you 3. All right, gentlemen. And then forgive me, chat. I'm not going to be able to see chat since I'm in VR at the moment, so I will check between games. All right, so one of the important things to this, guys, is using the boosts. That's one of the key things that is how, you know, like the real good players win at this. Is getting all the boosts you can and very, very strong pit management. I'm in a fast ship, so I'm going to go for their flag if somebody can hold back and cover our flag, because I'm about to have their flag.
I'm at our flag right now.
Okay, I've got their flag already. So cover our flag, and then when you see me, cover me. I got somebody on me.
Oh, we got someone here. Come on.
Come on, I got Metsis on me.
I got Fang here.
Aha! I took Metsis out because I got the boost for weapons. Alright, I'm on my way. They've got it.
Yep.
It's Gluttony. I'm going to stay off of him. I'm going to head to our flag. So you guys try to stay on him. I'm going to just try to stay alive. Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt too. If you haven't seen, you'll see a trail after them. Oh, I'm right here, can score. Oh, I'm taking damage.
That
I'm dead.
asteroid hurt.
I'm dead. They're about to get it back, I think. Yep, they got it back. Okay, is anybody near
Sidewinder is not the best ship for this.
It's kind of not. But if you're at the beginning, it's all you have the option of, right? Okay, so I'm going to play defense on ours. Where is it? Star Killer's got it. All right, I'm going after their. I'm going to get our flag back. Onion's got it. Okay, I'm about to go. Damn, did they score? They scored. Wow, that was impressive of
Yeah, I
them.
was just about to score and somebody grabbed our flag like 2 seconds, or not even 2 seconds.
All right, Viper, I'm on your back. Somebody else cover our flag. Viper and I are going to take their flag. Somebody try to cover ours. I'm on your 6, Viper. Just head back.
Taking fire.
Yep.
Oh no, sticky keys, please. Oh no.
He didn't pick it up, though. He killed you, but he didn't pick the flag up, which I'm about to. Get it back.
You should make a point of disabling that.
Get it back. Get it back. Get it back.
On my way.
I'm taking fire. I got speed surge.
Dead.
Alright, if you guys hear too much from my background, I apologize. I just switched to voice sensitivity activation.
You're all good. Oh, just get it back if you can.
Oh, come on.
Oh, can you get it back? I'm about to recover it. Alright, I got our flag back. Oh, and I died. Damn it.
So let's see.
Can anybody grab it back? Can anybody grab it back? Because their flag is floating over near us, I think. Damn it. Alright, I'm after their flag.
Why aren't my gimbals working?
Some of the weapons aren't gimbaled.
I'm pretty sure these... Hold on.
Alright, I've got their flag.
I'm on you.
Alright.
Okay, they dropped it. Can you get it back?
Yep, I just killed them. I just died, though.
Oh. I'm dead. It's tough, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Alright, I'm about to grab their flag real quick.
Okay. I'm going to cover ours.
Your team has the flag.
Alright, I'm covering our flag.
I'm taking fire. Oh, I died.
Gluttony's got it. I'm on him. Damn it. They got me. Get him, get him, get him. Or get their flag. Get him, get him, get him. Damn it. Damn it. They are kicking our ass. Especially given it's 3-on-4. We should be doing better than this.
Yeah, sure. I'm about to pick up theirs.
Ah. Oh, we have a random in here, don't we?
Oh, did we?
AVU Po guy. I guess it is 4-on-4 then, because they've got a random on their team.
On my way. Oh shit.